From the StreamYard Studios on YouTube, this is Jeopnerdy. And here's your host, John to go.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of Jeopardy! We have a special game this week since all the questions this week are provided by our very own Professor Brainy Specs.
I'm excited to see how this goes, and I got to say, I want to say this to everyone out there that's watching. Maybe you're watching on replay or whatever. I have a deep appreciation for what John goes through every week. I don't know how he does it. I barely came up with 78 questions for this week. He does it week in and week out like it's nothing, or it seems like it's nothing. So hats off to John.
Well, thank you very much. And we're all looking forward to seeing your questions, I'm sure. I'll say a quick hello to everyone in the chat before we get started. I feel like Mr. President was in first. Greetings. We'd like to say hello also to Louise Sparrow, Tokyo Trekker, Mike Richards, hello from Columbus, Ohio. Mercer Curate, welcome, as always. Greetings also to Gorilla's Random Thoughts. T-Dowd is here. Glad you can make it. Hello also to Resolute Germ and Commodore Ty. Glad you could join us as well. If I missed anybody, I'm glad you're here as well. We've already got some contestants lined up for round one. I'll go ahead and bring them up. We have a total of 3 rounds. If you'd like to be in one of the later rounds, feel free to click on that link that's pinned at the top of the chat.
Hi, everyone.
Greetings.
Greetings, Mr. President.
Buddy, we haven't played together in so long. Oh, Thomas, this is going to be fun.
I'm only here to audit this game today. Make sure the library hasn't interfered and completely rigged it, which I'm assuming it did.
You can't order the game you're playing.
You should have heard all the crap talking he was saying in Discord about how John could only come up with 78 questions every week.
I said at least 78.
It was disgraceful how much shit he was talking.
Don't believe it for a second, John. I don't think
You're gonna have to speak up. I can't hear you. My volume's too low.
Oh, I said don't.
Turn up your volume.
Well, no, because it will be echoey if I do.
Oh, sorry.
Well, that's your problem then.
Wow. I come back to this game after several weeks, and this is the treatment I get. I don't believe it.
Well, just look how you are treating us, champion.
Yeah.
I only speak the truth. And
okay. Well,
trying to make sure this
you need to provide some
fair,
proof of
which
this
it hasn't
truth.
been for the last several weeks. I've been watching. What you did to Bird of Prey last week was a disgrace.
What did he do to Bird?
Okay. I'm not sure what you're referring to there.
The negative points. We all know it was rigged.
Yes, unfortunately, as I was explaining to Bird the other day, the game is rigged so that if you answer incorrectly, you do lose points.
And
unbelievable.
That happens to everyone, so it's not just Bird.
Well, it depends what you mean by rigged, Cinnamon. I just thought you could look at it this way. Rig can also mean design, as in you rig up a pulley. It doesn't mean any foul plays involved. So if you mean rigged as the game is well rigged and well designed, then yes, I agree with you. It's very well designed by the 2 gentlemen we have as hosts. If you mean rigged as in foul play, then you're backing up the wrong tree, mister.
I would say that rigged in this instance means the Council of Librarians have gotten together and come up with a bunch of weird questions that no one's going to know. And the winner's already been chosen. I mean, obviously they want Mr. President to win by placing me at the bottom, as always.
Well, I don't mind if Cinnamon goes at the top.
Why is Thomas in the first spot?
I've
To make it look fair, it's to give the appearance of impartiality.
I see.
So there's nothing we can do to fix it because even when I offer to switch positions, because you might have a point. Maybe
No, I will.
Randomized
I will play. I will play your little game today.
Anyway,
I'm beginning to wonder if we're. Whoa.
I'll take what did Thomas watch today for 20,000, and the answer is what is Balance of Terror?
No, I told you earlier. All the correct responses are what is Arena?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think Doctor Who was in Arena, so I'm pretty sure that's not the right answer.
Anyway, I'm sure.
Just so you know, all the questions are going to be Doctor Who related tonight. So
I can assure you that none of the questions are Doctor Who related.
Sure, we'll see. We'll see.
I'm quite sure our esteemed hosts are waiting for us to get our act together so we can play the game. So,
well, I do have to say that we have missed champions, so it is good to hear his voice.
Indeed.
And even though he does get on these tangents of conspiracy theories, it's good that he is here.
It's not a tangent. I'm just reporting the truth, so everyone else out there. I'm doing God's work as a game show journalist.
Well, at least you're amusing as you do it.
Are you ready to start your journalism in round one?
All right.
I take it we're going to play with turns.
Oh, so I'm at a bigger disadvantage. I see how it is. Well, I'll play your take turns game tonight.
Well, hang on. If Cinnabon doesn't want, if Cinnabon and Thomas don't want to play,
I'm not set up for buzzers.
Wow. Go on about not playing with buzzers, and then you say, "Oh, I'm not set up to play with buzzers."
That's a lie. I was just trying to make him feel better. But I guess if you want to out me like that, Mr. Librarian,
I'm happy to go to round 2 instead of round 1 if Thomas and Cinnabon want to play buzzers. I don't mind.
I don't know if I need to take
apparently champion can't play buzzers, so
I can play anything you wish.
Well, make up my mind.
Well, Mr. President can't play with buzzers, so we will not play with buzzers.
I just offered to. You listening, Bunny? I offered to go to the.
I don't listen to other people.
Oh, somehow we got.
Starship classes. All right. Looks good.
That was last week, I believe, right?
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Well, we can do last week.
The board has not loaded yet, so it still has last week's information in it.
Anyway.
It's Champion's fault. He made me hit the keyboard with my forehead, just banging my head.
Some things never change.
All those face palms and spear, Now, I'll repeat this only once, Cinnamon, okay? You listen now? If you really want to play with buzzers, I have no objection to waiting to round 2. If you and Thomas want to play buzzers, it's not a problem. Do you want to play buzzers or do you want to play turns?
No, Mr. President. It's been a while since I've crushed your soul in this game. I think I'd like to put you in just so we can get that first defeat of 2023.
Okay, all right.
Oh, there you have it.
All right, I'll prepare myself for a question.
So for Ray to play,
I was born ready.
Let's play Jeopnerdy.
Rignerdy. The board's echoing.
Yeah, I was just noticing that.
Yeah, I do hear it too, which means that I'm probably not the source of the echo.
Oh, blame me.
I didn't blame anyone.
I think you did.
Well, our first category is from the Starfleet database, Klingons. Starfleet center seat. Adversarial vessels. Holodeck characters.
I want to add a little note on this one. Sometimes you'll get a clue with a main character playing a holodeck character. We still want the holodeck character that they're playing.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll try to remember that.
And Trek technology, the transporter.
Very
Interesting.
John.
By the way, Tokyo says it glitched during the opening as well. I think there might be something wrong with the board.
Wrong with the
FYI.
board?
Like, I mean, like maybe the
Well-
sound glitch is coming from the board.
Hmm.
I think it's clearly an indication that this board is rigged.
Of course you say.
Well, usually the people that hear it aren't causing it, and I did hear it. So
I heard the glitch in the opening too, but I thought that was because of how you accidentally ran it without the next board, this week's board loaded. You know when it came up with last week's briefly. Anyway, we'll see what.
Yeah, Commodore Bird has never done well in the Klingon category.
Ironically, very ironically.
okay, let's see if that fixed it. I stopped sharing and then shared it again.
Okay.
All right. Thomas, you are first up.
Adversarial vessels for 100. What is the planet killer?
Very good.
Just a question there, Professor. Would you have accepted Doomsday Machine
Nope.
Yes, I would have.
instead of Planet Killer? Okay.
Would you have
It was
accepted the ice cream cone of death?
No.
I thought you knew.
Mr. President, you are up.
Okay. What else is in the sea? Could you explain the center seat category, or do you want us to try it and see by trying it?
Yes, if you
So-
pick that category, you're required to pass. That rule only applies to you, sir.
I'm glad you added the sewer in there at least.
So you'll get a clue about a captain, and you
Yeah,
have to name the captain.
I was thinking that meaning center seat meaning command chair, but I wasn't quite sure. So yeah, thanks for that. So interesting category. I'm gonna go center seat 300.
This officer was captain of the USS Reliant while it was searching for a planet to test the Genesis device.
Who was Captain Terrell?
That is correct.
I couldn't remember his first name, but yeah.
I don't think his name
Very
is
well
Clark.
done.
I think Professor made that up.
No, it's not. You go and watch Star Trek 2.
He doesn't
Not
look like
right
Clark.
now because we're trying to play the game, but he definitely didn't make it up.
All right, champion, show your champion status.
We're not screwing around.
It's
So
your
we're going
turn.
for holodeck characters for 500.
Identify the holodeck character.
I'll break my staff, bury it certain fathoms in the
Louis
earth.
Prospero.
That is correct.
Very good.
Are all the holodeck ones
Boom, bitches.
video questions?
I thought this was Star Trek, not the Orville.
I'm sorry, you guys keep calling that show Star Trek, so it confuses me.
Well,
Yes,
it's
man.
better Star Trek than what we're currently getting for the most part. All right, Thomas.
Just to clarify, are those all video clues in that category?
They are, yes.
No, thank you.
Adversarial vessels for 200. What is a Diderodix warbird?
That's right.
You know, in one episode they were called a Class B warbird. Would you accepted that?
Sure.
Why not?
Technology is vast.
Which episode is that?
John is the ultimate judge on that.
Which,
All right, Mr. President.
Which episode was that? I'm curious.
I think it was the Defector, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. I'm getting Hardy characters for 3, please.
Identify the holodeck character.
Or maybe we should line them up in front of a firing squad. Is that what you want? These people have been our neighbors. We've become friends. Let's not
I
forget
know
that.
the one, but I have to pass because I don't know his name.
Passing.
Pass, sorry.
It'd be who is
Champion.
Who's Michael?
You can give a little more.
No, because Janeway called him Michael several times. So I refuse to call him anything. All right, I can't. I don't know.
I'll leave it up to John.
It's Irish.
Oh, typically in this case, we would need a last name for the character.
I see.
So are we going to count that as a wrong answer or a pass?
I have to say, well, we'll count as a pass.
All
You can count it as
Thomas.
wrong.
Thomas.
All right.
Oh, it's obviously an Irish name. Is it who is Michael Sullivan? Oh,
Yeah,
oh well.
that's it.
That's
We'll give
it,
it to
yes.
All right, we got a competitive game going here.
Um,
Champion, it's your turn.
You can take points off from me for missing that
No.
one, by the way.
No.
All right.
I don't know whether I'm being a bit mean here, but didn't the timer just run out before Thomas had?
It was very close, but
Okay.
He started his answer before it did. So,
Oh, okay, fair enough, fair enough.
yeah.
Sorry, Thomas. I didn't know whether to bring that one up or not, to be honest.
Champion, you've got the lead and it's your turn.
We'll go with holodeck characters for 400. Here we double. Come on. Let's bet it
All right.
all. 1,000.
1,000. 1,000. All right, very good. True daily double.
identify the female holodeck character.
Hold on. I was just passing through town, saw a little trouble, and thought I'd lend a hand. But I ain't one of your deputies, Sheriff.
Who is the mysterious stranger?
Well, she was referred to that. Do you think that's acceptable, Professor?
Do you know the name she went by? Because it was stated several times.
Who is Durango?
That's it.
Very good.
Well done. I wouldn't have got that.
Cinnabon should get triple points for knowing both names.
That's right. 10 times the points at least. We just blew up the board. 9,000 points. Awesome.
I don't think so. Thomas.
Adversarial vessels for 300. What is the pass? I just can't think the species name right now.
Mr. President.
Pass.
What is the Krenim time ship?
You got it.
What? Oh, yeah.
For some reason, I was going to say the Karama, but I'm like, no, they're Deep Space Nine. But I knew they were close to that.
Fair enough.
Mr. President.
I'm gonna take. What am I gonna take? I'm gonna take Center Seat for 400, please.
James T. Kirk had his first deep space assignment while serving under this captain of the USS Farragut.
Oh, I'm kicking myself for not knowing this. There's a relation of his who done the coup, and so you get no special treatment. Pass.
I will also
Champion.
pass.
Thomas.
Pass.
At least I'm not the only one who didn't know that.
It was Captain Garovic.
I thought everyone would know it except for me, so I don't feel so bad now.
All right, Champion. It's your turn.
Let's go with adversarial vessels for 400. What is the species 8472 bioship?
You got it.
Thomas.
Adversarial vessels for 500.
That's tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there are 3 of them.
Pass.
Mr. President.
What is a group of Maquis fighters?
That is incorrect.
Champion.
Man, that is so hard to see. I'm gonna pass.
Are they Vidians? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh. Man, I've got catching up to do big time. I'm gonna go transporter technology. We haven't had one of those yet for 3.
Obtained for mainly security purposes, this stored transporter record contains a copy of a person's molecular pattern.
I was gonna say butter pattern, but no, that's not right. Buffer fingerprint. What is a buffer fingerprint?
That is incorrect, I'm afraid.
I'm gonna kick myself because I know it.
Champion.
I mean, what? Purposes. What is a trace pattern?
Yep, that's it.
Yep, you got it.
I knew it, but yeah. Yeah, well done.
Sweet.
Honey.
All right, let's
And
go
it's your turn,
with
Champion.
the Klingon one for 300.
This is the Klingon term that is the common unit for measuring distance.
What is a kilocam?
You got it.
Very good. Thomas, it's your turn.
Holodeck characters 100.
Bit of pride to sit down and in the chat.
Identify the male holodeck character.
I'm sorry about this, Gloria. I didn't actually mean you to get involved.
She knows nothing about this, Johnny.
Who is Dixon Hill?
That's right.
Got it.
Can I get bonus points if I name the episode that was from?
I'll leave that up to John.
I'm only kidding. It's all right.
It's your turn, Mr. President.
Good. I need to make serious. Okay. Send a seat for 2, please.
This arrogant captain was the commanding officer of the USS Excelsior during the testing of the prototype transwarp engines.
Who was Captain Styles?
That is correct.
Got it.
Oh, I couldn't remember his first name, but I remember the last one, so that's cool.
Champion.
All right, let's go with we'll go with transporter technology for 400.
This human invented the first transporter made on Earth.
Oh, the uncanny show again.
Yeah, it's that Enterprise show. What's his name? I didn't like this.
Mr. President, this is not Discovery.
True.
I forget. Pass.
Thomas,
Pass.
Mr. President.
Pass.
It was Discount Daystrom.
Yeah.
Emery Erickson.
Thomas, your turn.
Holodeck characters 200.
Identify the female holodeck character.
I've assembled my fleet of spider ships. However, the lightning shield prevents them from approaching your fortress.
Who is Queen Arachnia?
That's right.
Yep.
Are you sure she's female? Does she say that in the episode?
Yeah, how dare you assume her gender?
Queen usually implies that.
Good answer, John. Good answer. That
Mr.
there is
President?
why he's my running mate, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait. Your running mate is running a game show that you're on.
But he's recruited himself from any candidate's status for the time being while he's on the show.
Is Jeff going to be your Secretary of Defense or State?
No, he's the campaign manager for my opponent. So if you're gonna pick on John for running the quiz show that I'm on, you got to pick on Professor for supporting my opponent too.
So you have the campaign manager, your opponent, as a co-host to a game with your vice president. What's going? Does Tokyo know he may have a spy in his midst?
Well, if you, John, actually, I better ask the host before I go on the diversion. John and Professor, is it okay if I spend a little bit of time going a brief historical diversion here?
It's John's channel.
John, is it okay?
Yeah, a brief one's fine.
Okay. Briefly, I'm sure as an upstanding American citizen such as yourself, you would realize that in the early days of the U.S. presidency, it was common, well, not always, but not unprecedented to have a president and vice president from opposing parties. So
that's true.
So I'm just following an ancient Earth tradition as Federation president by. I mean, I know that John's not an opposing party for me, but I'm just saying that this got convoluted. But if you think of my opponent's campaign manager as being a spy in this, then what do you think of the early presidents and vice presidents that were on opposing teams?
Well, actually, it was the person who came in second place. So if Tokyo lost, then he would be your vice president.
Yeah, I know that, but you see, it's a similar issue is what I'm saying. If you're going to object to one, object to both, you know. Anyway, sorry that division got even more unruly than I thought it would, but I thought it was interesting. Over to you guys.
Well, it is your turn, Mr. President.
Oh, sorry. Thomas put something in the chat, but I couldn't read it. Sorry. Well, someone called Loser Thomas put something in the chat. Transporter technology for 2, please.
200?
Yeah. Sorry, Jeff. Speak more clearly.
This transporter component allows it to correct for the quantum mechanics issue that prevents knowing both the position and momentum of the particles being transported.
I love this one. What is the Heisenberg compensator?
Exactly.
Boo. I mean, good job.
I actually thought that one would be more up in that, nearly 500, but I guess most people do know it.
Champion?
All right, so let's give everybody a chance, and we'll go a center seat for 500.
This officer was the captain of the USS Excalibur during the M5 War Games tests.
No idea. Pass.
Thomas.
Pass.
Mr. President.
Pass, I'm afraid.
It was Captain Harris, who's only mentioned in dialogue.
Now that is a good $500 question.
Well, I did try to, ramp up the difficulty as it went.
Yeah.
All right, Thomas.
Here's from Starfleet database Klingons 100.
This Klingon founded the Klingon Empire.
Who is Kalis?
That's right.
It looked momentarily as if you weren't going to get that one, Thomas. And I thought, what? How could you not?
Just a dramatic pause.
Yeah, fair enough.
Mr. President?
As I've got a lot of catching up to do, Klingons for 400, please.
Recorded Klingon history begins with the creation of this Klingon, along with his mate Shelka, who were responsible for destroying the Klingon gods.
I was worried it was going to be this one. Pass.
We're taking a stab in the dark and going with who is
Champion.
Molar?
Molar is incorrect, I'm afraid.
Damn it.
Thomas.
Pass.
That was Kortar.
Ah,
Indeed.
sound the same.
Similar.
You won't give me that.
They both ended in R.
Exactly.
It's
We'll go with the Klingons for 500.
This act was the first part of the rite of succession of the Klingon chancellorship, which confirmed the death of the prior leader.
And I had a name. I was going to say hitting them with pain sticks, but yeah, I don't know. Don't know the name of it.
Oh, can we describe
Passing.
that? Right.
Yeah,
Are you
unless I
passing?
can describe it, then pass.
Thomas.
Yeah, pass.
Mr. President?
Pass. I thought it was easy because I thought you wanted a description, but I don't know the name.
The Sonji ceremony.
Oh, yeah, because I say that word as they're stabbing.
Thomas.
Sounds very Asian to me.
Klingons 200.
This favored Klingon weapon is also known as the Sword of Honor.
What is a Batleth?
That is correct.
Oh,
Mr. President?
Seem to seat for one, please.
This legendary officer, better known for being a first officer, science officer, and diplomat, was captain of the Constitution-class USS Enterprise while training Academy cadets.
It was Captain. It was Captain April?
That is incorrect.
Was it the Parker April? Oops, sorry.
who is Spock?
That's it.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking of the movie. Dude,
Champion.
I don't know where my brain went there.
We're going to have to play it safe here and go with technology for 100.
This character would often complain about the transporter because he didn't want his atoms scattered back and forth across space.
Who is McCoy?
That's right.
And Thomas, you get the final clue.
In the original series episode Obsession, Spock does this with the transporter controls to successfully complete the transport of Garrovick and Kirk back to the Enterprise.
Pass.
Mr. President?
cross-circuiting circuits between A and B.
That's it.
Yeah, got it. Nice.
Interesting.
How?
Huh?
How is it interesting?
I'm just thinking he maybe got the answer from you.
He
You haven't
did.
checked your closet. There's probably lots of classified documents inside there pertaining to Jeopardy.
Right.
We need a special counsel.
Right.
Professor Brainy Specs is nothing like Trump or Biden. He has more integrity than 100 of them put together.
All right. So we're going to head to final Jeopnerdy, and our scores are in the lead. Champion has 3,900. Thomas has 2,100. And Mr. President has 1,000. And let's reveal our final Jeopnerdy category.
Cooking.
And let me put the buzzer room in the private chat.
God dang it. Cooking? Are you kidding me?
It looks like we still have one spot available for the second round. If there's anyone else in the chat who would like to join us, you can go ahead and click that link at the top of the chat.
Click the wrong button. Sorry, guys.
Tokyo is saying in the YouTube chat, I demand we do that. President got Spock question wrong. Probe time.
Yeah. That is insane that I got the Spock question wrong. I agree with you, Senator. However, it is me. I'm not a change room or anything. Right.
Do we play it safe?
That's right.
Do we go with all of it. We'll go with all of it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. All or nothing.
Hang on.
I like how I'm sorry.
Sorry, Professor. Could you repeat the scores, please?
I can. Champion Cinnabon has 3,900. Thomas has 2,100, and you have 1,000.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I feel like this is going to be a trick question.
Really? Why do you think that?
Oshi's favorite meal? That would be Porthos.
Well, we're just going to have to wait and find out. All right, let's reveal our clue.
In Star Trek Generation, Captain Kirk cooks these types of eggs prepared with dillweed for Antonia.
Contestants, you have 30 seconds. Kapla! Okay. Let's get your responses in.
You spell omelet.
What?
How you spell omelet, Siri?
Up the answers, huh?
Just spell your best shot.
It's still not right. I don't know how to spell.
I don't know whether types of eggs referred to a cooking technique or an actual type of egg, so I had to presume. I didn't want to I thought questioning it might have been giving it away, but you see what I mean in the answer I gave, which is probably
You think I
wrong.
gave it away?
Well, let's see how y'all did.
Cool.
Mr. President, you had 1,000 points, and your response was
Duck eggs. Unfortunately, that's incorrect.
Sorry for the old caps. I accidentally
It's
had
okay.
caps on. Yeah.
No problem.
Not a problem. And you bet 500, half your points. You're down to 500.
So you see what I mean? I didn't know whether it was a style of egg product or whether it was like chicken versus duck versus but we'll see what everyone else does.
Don't worry, I didn't know if they wanted what kind of eggs or what animal the egg came from. So
Yeah. So,
Well, it was mentioned in the movie specifically.
Okay.
No, it wasn't.
Thomas, Yes, it was. Thomas, you had 2,100 points, and your response?
Pizza chocolate eggs with General Tso sauce. That's an interesting combination, but that is not correct.
And your bet was 100, giving you 2,000.
I also bet a firstborn child. Why don't you accept that either?
No, unfortunately not. Or fortunately, for that matter. Not sure which. Champion, you had 3,900 points in the lead going into Final Jeopnerdy. Your response was?
Scrambled or chopped omelet. That is incorrect as well. The answer we were looking for was Qatarian eggs.
I refuse to believe they said that in the movie.
They did.
I'm going to need a timestamp for
It
that.
rings a bell as soon as John said it. I'm like, yeah, you did, didn't you?
How much did, well, we already know because he already told us, but it's all of it. And unfortunately, that takes you back down to 0.
Rigged.
And our champion is Thomas.
Question was
2,000.
unclear. You didn't say what animal it came from. You just said what kind of eggs. And they were definitely scrambled.
It was specifically stated in dialogue.
I don't think it was.
Yes, and the senator has provided the quote in the chat, the reference where the Qatarian eggs come from.
I see some collusion going on in the private chat. I think this was all set up to make me look stupid.
You would say that no matter what happens, Cinnabon, even if
I demand
you
a
won,
recount.
you'd still complain.
I don't recall anybody telling you to bet everything.
That's how
That's
the
true.
game's played. You have to bet everything every time.
No, you don't.
No,
Yes,
that
you
is
do.
not in the rules.
That's how it
I'm
works.
sorry.
Jeopardy, whatever rules, you have to bet it all in daily doubles and Final Jeopardy.
Well, they break that all the time on the game show then.
Yeah, and those people never come back. Have you noticed that? They're all killed.
They come back all the time.
Alex Trebek was a murderer.
There's no
Congratulations,
other way
Thomas.
to say this, buddy, but I think you really need
Well
to
done,
take-
Thomas.
Thank you, Mitch. Well done, Thomas.
All right, fine. I concede the win to Thomas. At least it wasn't the Mr. President
I
who was
thought,
obviously
I
colluding the
thought
entire game.
Thomas was your friend. I mean, I can understand if you got really annoyed losing to me, because I don't think you like me at all. But I thought you and Thomas were buddies. So you should be pleased.
And Resolute is saying Thomas won. Cheater.
I'm very disappointed, but you know,
Well, I'm really disappointed too that
it was a trick question. You didn't say what animal it came from. You just said what kind of eggs. And when you say what kind of eggs, I think any sensible person would think the kind of eggs that they were making.
Well,
You didn't say what
they
egg
were making.
dish.
Oh, well, let's see. Now we're just getting technical.
Yeah, so Qatarian eggs are technically correct. As we always like to say, that is the best kind of correct.
Indeed.
All right. I mean, if you want to play with loopholes like that, that's fine.
Loopholes.
Yes, the dialogue is a loophole.
Don't give him any ammunition, John. The only consolation prize, I guess, is that after the election, Bunny will have to refer to you as Mr. Vice President.
He would be going on like this if he won by 10,000.
Of course not. I mean, I knew this was going to happen by what he was saying in Discord all day. He was calling me a little loser. He was saying I would never win another Jeopardy game again. He was going to make sure of that. It was really, really sad.
That's quite a story.
I'd like to see that because I don't remember that.
Well, you delete all your messages that are mean.
I think, John. I mean, sorry, shouldn't have been.
He's got to cover his tracks.
Maybe you were thinking you were talking to John, but you were really talking to the brand new scary AI chatbot that somebody invented. GPT Chat, I think it's called. That can even write its own code, which is Skynet just waiting to happen, in my opinion. Anyway.
All right, fine. I'll see you maybe in round 3 where I will redeem myself and make you all.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of.
Rue the day I entered this game.
I look forward to it.
Put me backstage. I command you.
So since we do have 3 contestants already for round 2, we'll go ahead and bring them up. If you guys want to hang out backstage for round 3, you're welcome.
Cool. Yeah.
I will hang out backstage in case I have a chance to redeem myself.
Yeah. I'll hang out backstage, please, John. Thank you very much. And thank you, Professor, for those questions. They were cool.
And I also want to stay backstage because I want to see the live feed of this game and not the fake pre-recorded stream that you're putting on YouTube.
Of course you do. All right, thanks, guys. See you later.
Bye.
Yeah.
Thanks for playing.
Hey, Melissa, hey, bud.
Hello, world.
Oh, now he shows up.
I was here for a while. I was a little late. I forgot it was Saturday.
Hello. Hey, since when was this going to be a 6-player game?
Oh,
we could do teams.
No, I was saying hello before going backstage.
Sin doesn't need a team. He's a one-man wrecking crew.
What did you do? Did you impeach the president?
I'm going to. I'm going to impeach him for getting that Star Trek to the Wrath of Khan question wrong. Robert April. What?
That's Spock question. That was a tough question.
What?
I mean, it was a tough question to see somebody get wrong.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that is definitely Senate panel judiciary hearing type of impeachment.
I'm sure I'll make a similar mistake.
You have already.
I know I have because
tonight,
it's past my bedtime.
Sure I know
but I will
will
tonight because again I missed the first round. If I missed the first round, it's over. So I should have just gone to sleep. But I'm looking for punishment. So. Oh, thank you.
Hey, Bird. Hey, Tokyo.
Hey, Mercer.
Hey, Mercer.
Hey, Mercer.
Hello, Mercer.
Hello.
Ready to kick our asses for another week.
Are you all ready?
Yeah. Are we doing turns or
ready to defeat us all?
I believe we're doing turns. I don't think Tokyo can play
turns.
Buzzers.
The buzzer is not fair to me.
I'm just saying, like, I feel like I have a handicap because my four-legged feline ain't here.
Oh.
You got an engagement under the dining room table to sleep there.
Got a better offer, huh?
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. I mean, I have a spot for her right on the table here. She wants to go under the dining room table instead. But what am I going to do about that?
Cats will be cats. That's what they do.
Yeah.
What did Data say to Jordy about teaching the cat? You can't, whatever, my cat.
You can't do it.
I could go get her, but I was hoping she'd come here on her own.
Spot. This is up. Up is no. This is down. This is yes. I don't think he said that.
They spent like 15 minutes of an episode teaching the cat to do stuff before they got to the plot of the episode. I'm talking about Force of Nature. Like that episode.
I don't think it was that bad.
What?
It wasn't 15 minutes.
It was almost the first 2 acts.
I think we can all honestly say, though, that of all the pets and all the animals in Trek, Porthos was the best behaved.
Oh, yeah. But I'm just
yes,
saying,
he was.
The first 2 acts of that episode, at least, maybe the first 3 acts were all spent on the cat.
What about Livingston? He was pretty well behaved.
It's true.
He died in Generations.
This guy that does posters for Star Trek on Facebook, named Gaz something, did a Porthos-centered poster for Enterprise, and I'll have to send it to you guys. It's really great. Like where Porthos is the main character, and he's front and center on the poster, and all the other characters are like around him.
I feel like every minute we keep talking is $100
let's play.
I'm losing.
All right, sorry about that.
Same.
Yes,
same
same
here, Bird. Same here.
You spelled Jeopardy wrong.
Multi-Gumman says, you guys are ruining Bird's beauty sleep. I hope you're happy.
From the Starfleet database, Romulans.
I have no excuse to get any of those wrong.
Bastards.
Starfleet center seat. Adversarial vessels.
Vessels.
Nuclear vessels.
Holodeck characters.
Nope.
And Trek technology warp drive.
Getting these strange sounds in my headset. All right, Mercer, you are first up.
I'll take Ghostbusters for 500.
You're in the wrong game.
All right, no, I'm sorry. I'll take a center seat for, I guess, 300 because I have no idea. No. Adversarial vessel. Let me take that. Sorry.
Oh, come on. You can't change that like that. No way. First category, you said.
Well, it doesn't matter. Just give me something for 300 because I'm drunk.
You're getting Starfleet center seat for 300.
All right, fine. Just whatever you'd like to give me. All right, fine.
Wow. Wow.
All right, Mercer.
I have fucking 500.
Thank you.
I forgot it was there.
Please kill
All right,
me
Mercer,
now.
you can bet up to 500.
Well, please kill me. I'll just go 500 and a bottle of pills.
All right, for 500.
This officer was the captain of the second Starfleet Warp 5 starship, the Columbia.
Who was Captain Hernandez?
That is correct.
Yay! I got it. Woo-hoo.
I won't know what
Well done.
now. Yeah, and he
Thank
gets
you.
it.
Bird.
Let's do holodeck characters for 300.
Identify the female holodeck character.
When they saw your interest in me, they thought I could distract you and keep you here.
That explains Riker. What about me?
Your being here was just a fortunate happenstance.
Who is the very attractive Minuet?
That is correct.
That
Well
explains Riker. I love that line.
Jolan True.
Okay. Warp drive. Oh, yeah. Warp me for 4.
This device, used to collect hydrogen for fuel replenishment, can be found on the front of warp nacelles of Federation starships.
What are the bizarre collectors?
That is correct.
I was going to say Ram Scoop. Would that have been acceptable?
Yes.
Yeah, it's on there.
And Mercer, it's your turn.
I'll take from the Starfleet database Romulans for $400.
Concerning Romulans, this member of Starfleet stated, "There is no piece of technology in existence they don't claim they invented before everyone else."
Mm. Dude, who said that? There's no piece of technology. Can I pass?
Yes.
It looks like a passable round. Yeah, I'm going to pass.
You can pass.
Bird.
Who is Spock?
That is incorrect.
Jeopnerdy.
I have an idea, but I'm not going to say it. Pass.
God damn it.
It was Miles Edward O'Brien.
I'm glad I didn't, because I was thinking Riker.
I was thinking it was Vulcan
for
ambassador.
sure it was.
I was thinking it was like a
TOS.
Vulcan ambassador to Tholian or something.
Does kind of sound like a Riker line. All right,
I gotta
Bird.
get it here, so I'll let you guys go.
Let's do holodeck characters for 400.
Identify the holodeck character.
Is that so? What about your deputy?
I mean, you mean the character that Data is playing?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it's not really Data, but
I didn't see the clip.
Who is Wyatt Earp?
That is incorrect.
God damn it.
Tokyo?
I did not like this episode at all. Pass.
Oh, I loved it. Mercer.
Well, I didn't see the clip, but I'm guessing it was pass.
Who is pass?
Frank Hollander.
Yeah, because I was thinking Wyatt Earp too.
How is that a $400 question?
Is it Ancient West?
What dollar amount should it be?
1,000.
Okay.
Hey, Brainy, by the way, it was fun playing Question of Trek last week with you clowns over there. It was a lot of fun. Thank you.
Well, I'm glad you joined in the fun. All right, Tokyo.
Clowns. I was just joking around. You're not clowns. I'm a little drunk.
You're fine.
For 4. What is the? I believe that one is the. What is the Xindi? What is the Xindi planet destroyer? I don't remember if they had an actual name for it.
We'll give you that.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's a $400 question. And the other thing is fucking, excuse my language.
I was actually confused whether or not that was the Xindi prototype or if that was the actual one, but I think that was from the alternate timeline episode.
Weapon. By the way, you could play Xindi in one of these video games I got. Okay, adversarial vessels for 500. What the fuck is that? Oh my god. Man, why do I get these questions? Pass. Fuck. I don't want to pass on it, but pass.
You can barely see it. I'll pass too.
It's got warp
Tokyo.
drive.
What is a Hirogen hunting vessel?
That's it.
You got it.
Why do you give me Voyager questions? It's like
that was when Voyager was actually getting awesome too.
I didn't make you pick that.
all right. I got you.
Bird, it's your turn.
Where's the Ghostbusters category?
It's not here.
Let's How far back am I? Holodeck characters for 500.
Identify the speaking holodeck character.
Hold! In the name of Chaotica! Proton! You thought I perished.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Pass.
Tokyo.
That's a good one too. I like that episode, and unfortunately, I don't remember his name. I'm passing to Mercer.
Pass because I've never seen the episode, so I'm going to pass.
Mr. Pigface.
Also known as
Lonzak. That's right. Lonzak, ready to death ray.
I don't watch Voyager, guys. I don't know.
Voyager's awesome.
Well, maybe you should. Tokyo, it's your turn.
Center seat for 4.
He captained the Constitution-class USS Exeter and violated the Prime Directive believing the key to immortality could be found in a virus on planet Omega-4.
Exeter, not to be confused with Captain Garvik from the Exeter fan films. Oh, man. Oh, wait. Oh, the name's escaping me. I hit pass. Crap.
Mercer.
Pass.
Bird.
That was the Omega Glory episode. Captain Tracy.
Fortunately, you're a little bit late, but yes, it was Captain Tracy.
I'm inclined to give him that, but
I think we should give it to him.
He started saying it before the buzzer. We're
all good people here, and maybe Bird will learn how to be a good person through our generosity.
Maybe. Thank you, Mercer.
That was a good one, Bird, because I completely forgot.
Mercer's turn. All right. I'll take
We,
adversarial.
the people.
I'll take adversarial vessels. I'll take adversarial vessels for 300.
Generosity is a sign of weakness. Reminds us.
What the fuck are these cheap looking things? They look like Tholians, but I don't think they're supposed to be Tholians. I'm going to say pass.
Bird.
What are Gorn ships?
That is incorrect.
What?
Tokyo.
What are Tholian web spinners?
There you go.
Dude, they don't look like Tholian web spinners. From what show?
They are. That's from the Tholian web.
Well, was that the remastered version? That's crap.
Yes.
Can we go back to the beard making the questions?
Wow. I guess I'm fired. Bird, it's your turn.
Warp drive tech for 500.
Spock reports that the Enterprise has achieved this speed, the highest ever stated for a Constitution starship, in the animated series episode The Counterclock Incident.
Oh, pass.
Tokyo.
This is a TAS question. You know it's an automatic pass, right?
No, I don't.
It's
an automatic
miles
pass.
per hour.
Mercer.
Pass.
Ludicrous speed. What is ludicrous speed?
It was warp 22.
It's a better guess than I was going to guess. Ludicrous speed.
Which would be warp 9.975 in TNG warp scale.
Something like that.
Well,
Tokyo.
don't know this part. Don't. In fact, don't play this ever again.
Romulans for 3.
Responding to a distress call, the Enterprise C was destroyed by Romulans while defending a Klingon outpost on this planet.
What is Narendra 3?
That's correct.
Just roll right off the tongue. That's how you know you're a geek. Like
Narendra 3 was
right off my
destroyed
tongue too.
20 years ago.
Mercer, it's your turn.
I'm going to take a start from the Starfleet database Romulans for 500.
500.
Yeah, 500.
Quark serves this Romulan dish to Sakana, a Vulcan gunrunner.
Oh, jeez, man. Oh, man, what did he serve to her? I love that scene where they're talking in the brig, and then he just goes through the whole regiment about how war is good for business, and but I can't think of what he served her, so I'm gonna have to pass.
Bird.
No, now we know what happened to Nermal.
Bird.
What is a shellfish? Pass.
Jolan. True.
I don't remember this one. Pass.
That's why it's a 500, I guess.
The jumbo Romulan mollusk.
I was gonna guess Hasbrat souffle. Would you like a piece of Hasbrat souffle?
Like a lobster.
Now you ruined it.
Space lobster.
This is a jail, not a hotel.
What is Gormagander?
Afraid we don't have a clue up yet. Bird, it's your turn.
We're
having fun with this tonight.
I like Iceman. Do I get points for being in second place?
Yeah, you get 500 points for being in second place, at least currently.
Maverick was in second place.
Let's take that last 500.
There's no points for being in second place.
Starfleet Center Seat 500.
This captain of the USS Centaur pursued a Jeopnerdy attack ship, not knowing that it was under the command of Benjamin Sisko in the Deep Space Nine episode.
I just saw this. Oh, and Sisko says he's don't count him out. Come
on, Bird. Come on. You know this one. If I know it, you know it.
I'll pass.
Tokyo.
Wasn't his name Reynolds? Captain Reynolds?
That's correct.
Yep.
You got it.
Does that count as an answer if he asked it in the form of a question where he actually didn't know?
It counts.
Nice try.
Tokyo.
Warp me for 3.
The Romulans use this to power their warp drives.
What are quantum singularities? What are quantum singularities?
Strong Holmes delivered that answer.
That is
Star
correct.
flatulence.
Wow. Mercer.
Oh.
We've
I'll
got
take
the
it
top
200.
2 rows.
I'll take it 200.
Which one?
Holodeck
Characters.
Identify the holodeck character.
In that frame of reference, the perihelion of Mercury would have precessed in the opposite direction.
Oh, fuck. Who is, fucking A? It's like I know his name, but I fucking can't think of it. Pass, because I can't think of it. Because I know it.
Bird.
Any other day, I would know it right off the bat.
Who is Stephen Hawking?
That's it.
And that was really him playing his own character.
Very good.
Yep.
Some people disagree.
It was.
I'm going to explain why I'm doing
believe
badly.
that.
I'm going to explain why I'm doing badly. Here it is.
It was him. It was him.
He even said he was working on warp drive when he missed return.
This is
And
why.
was replaced.
This is why I'm doing badly. You see this on my screen here,
Samuel Adams.
Yeah, that's why I'm playing very badly. Okay.
Mercer,
It
you would
looks like you're
destroy us
mixing it with Phil.
drunk. You've destroyed me drunk and taken first spot drunk before. Sam Adams, no.
How come I didn't know who Stephen Hawking was when I could name him almost any other day of the week and I couldn't place it right now?
Because you're on camera.
Resolute Germ says Mercer is disqualified from nerddom.
I really am, dude. So bad. Can I go home now?
Yeah, Mr. President still is.
And Thomas was stating earlier that those are Tholian ships.
Thomas would know.
And they look the same. He said.
They didn't look good. Like the Tholian ships in Enterprise looked better than that. And the Tholian ships in the original series, refurbishation of the graphics, they look better than that too.
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. I'm sorry?
Trek Tech for 200.
He was the inventor of warp drive for humans.
Who is Lily's boyfriend, Zephyrin Cochrane?
We added some extra information there that's not exactly accurate, but yes, you are correct.
His name was Zeke.
Zeke.
Oh, Zeke.
Tokyo.
Enemy vessels for 200. What is the Klingon D7 class battle cruiser?
That is correct.
You got it.
Who's behind are we looking at?
How can you be sure if it's a Klingon or a Romulan?
There's context in the episode, perhaps.
Yeah.
Who's behind are we looking
that,
at?
and there's no hawk painted underneath.
That too.
Exactly. Mercer.
I will take Romulans for 200.
Or they'll take you for 200.
This common Romulan saying was used for both hello and goodbye.
Oh, come on.
Let me see. I'm going to just count down so I can laugh until it reaches the very end of the countdown. And then I'll read it from the players. Wait, what is
Hurry up.
Laurent True?
Just barely got it.
Just read down the names. Who's playing?
I was waiting for you to get that, Tokyo. Bird.
Starfleet center seat for
for
200.
$350.
He was the commanding officer of the USS Grissom on the ill-fated mission to explore the Genesis
I
planet.
knew I should have gone with the fucking wrong question for 100. The guy.
That's a good answer. The guy. We all know who you're
Captain Chekhov is there. My God. Okay.
Dorothy.
Just answer by the book.
He refuses to shoot Kirk. Kills himself with honor. Pass.
Joe Lantrue.
Who's Esteban?
That's him.
Dude, he was doing everything by the book, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Oh my God!"
Put things in the ear.
Tokyo, put me on my misery, please.
My bad impression of phaser sound. Let's do the Romulan thing and take out the last Starfleet officer in the center seat.
What?
He commanded the USS Excelsior on a mission to catalog gaseous planetary anomalies in the Beta Quadrant.
We're heading home under full impulse power. Oh my. Who is Captain Sulu?
Indeed.
He must
He
have
was
been a very
cataloging
boring
gaseous
3 years.
anomalies in his quarters.
What a very boring 3 years.
In real life, I might add. Oh my.
Mercer?
Can I take adversarial holodeck characters?
I don't know which one you want.
Adversarial holodeck characters.
All holodeck characters are adversarial.
You want the holodeck character?
There's a video. There's a video in play like that's cool multimedia. So I'll take holodeck characters.
All right.
Identify the holodeck character.
Oh my God.
Equally capable of stirring the soul to the heights of bliss as to the depths of despair.
It looks just like Who is Watson?
Elementary.
It looks just like him.
My dear Data. Watson.
Bird?
Watson?
It says Romulan 100.
In Balance of Terror, Spock theorizes Romulans are an offshoot of the blood of this species.
I don't want to fire you, Brandy. I'm sorry about my comment earlier. It was like out of. Like,
I've taken it in stride.
Bird star's running out.
What are Vulcans?
A very logical answer.
Indeed.
You know, logic is only the beginning of wisdom, though. It's not the end.
That's true.
Warp drive.
Very good.
Warp
Very
me.
This crystal regulates the matter-antimatter reaction in the warp core of Federation starships.
What are dilithium crystals?
Indeed.
Actually, would he have been right if he said lithium crystals? Because in the first episode of the original series, they actually said lithium crystals. I'm just curious if you would have marked them.
I would have took that. I don't know about John, but
yeah, it's fine.
Okay. I think it's like they retconned it as like
Any
it's
lithium.
phrase, archaic phrase. It's kind of like saying that like the save button looks like a
Energizer lithium batteries.
As long as you don't say
Close
trilithium.
enough.
As long as you don't say trilithium. All right, I'll take adversarial vessels for 100. That's the only one there. 100.
Are you sure you don't want holographic adversarial vessels for?
I would, but I don't think that. I don't see
Holographic adversarial Romulan vessels.
What is the Borg ship with the identical size and shape of the one they encountered at J25? But this is the one that chased him into the nebula.
I would like to put up a formal protest that this is in fact a Klingon bird of prey, but it's cloaked.
Does anyone remember the name of the nebula?
That's why it's off center.
What bits
It's a
me
giant-
off, I can't remember the name of the nebula, and they did say
Casino
it.
dice.
I think it was the Paulson Nebula.
Paulson Nebula. Thank you, dude. That was
There you
awesome.
go.
How did you know that?
Technically, that was the Mutara Nebula.
Yeah, it was a reuse of the Mutara Nebula.
Well,
footage,
yeah.
But John knew that it was the Mutara Nebula. I mean, the Paulson Nebula that they actually named it. Whatever. What am I saying?
I have no clue.
All right, Final Jeopardy.
There's the
I'm so
buzzer
far
room.
It's
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
necessary.
How do we have?
That's
a
how we
chance?
play the game. Let's reveal our final
Can I try
Jeopardy
enough
category.
rivers to get into round 3? Can I try enough? Okay.
And I changed it slightly on you, John.
No
Sorry.
problem. It's recalibrations is our category.
All right. What's the? Oh,
And-
there's the combo buzz. Okay, let me get my wager. Oh, how much points do I have?
So Jeopnerdy is in the lead with 5,100. Mercer, you have 1,300. Bird of Prey has 700.
There's my points.
All right, let me enter your bet amounts.
I love Star Trek Jeopardy, especially Berman Star Trek Jeopardy era Bermanisms.
I thought you just said Burnham for a second there.
No. I hate Burnham.
Like Michael
Oh,
Burnham. I was going to say, what
no,
are you
I'm
doing
talking about
here?
I'm talking about the boring years of Trek that what's his name? Rick Berman ran.
Rick Berman.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know, the boring, stagnant
Let's
era.
before Bird goes into a coma. Let's reveal our clue.
Again.
Well, I didn't mean that kind of coma, Bird.
In Star Trek Insurrection, Captain Picard detects a 3-micron misalignment of these type of sensors on board the Enterprise, judging solely by the sound they emitted.
Contestants, you have 30 seconds. Kapla! Let me go ahead and enter your responses.
I know what the actual answer is. I didn't write that. I actually know the right answer, but I didn't write it.
Well, let's see what you did right, and everyone else as well.
I actually know that.
Bird.
I got it.
Bird, you had 700 points going into Final Jeopnerdy. Your response?
Torque sensors. Nicely done.
Very good. And your bet amount? 691, giving you 1,391. Currently in second place now, Bird.
What's that? I won?
No, that is not what I said. Mercer, you have 1,300 points. And your response?
Kelly Grayson's quarters. Fortunately not.
See, they might have had a thing going.
And your bet amount?
I remembered after I wrote it that it was the torque sensors.
That takes you down to 309 points.
At least I didn't lose them all.
No, you didn't. Yeah, I agree. Jolan True, you were in the lead with 5,100 points. Your response?
You got torque sensors as well. Very good.
Very good. And your bet amount was just 100.
But don't you
5,200. You are the champion, Jolan True.
Don't you think Picard would have had a thing for Kelly? Don't you think that Picard would have had a thing for Kelly if Kelly was in the right universe?
What?
If Kelly Grayson was in the right universe, do you think that Picard would have had a thing for her?
She's in the right universe. She is in the Orville universe.
Orville universe, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just
She's
saying,
in the right universe now.
I'm just saying, if she was in the right universe, don't you think Picard would have had a thing for her?
No,
not
Riker.
really.
No, Riker would have taken that in a heartbeat.
He could barely get excited for Bosch.
Yeah.
Dude, he had a thing for that one chick with the piano.
The stellar cartography one?
Yeah, the rollover piano thing.
I'm glad that it feels nice to be ignored by me, Ervik.
Hey, nerd, Brainy Specs. I mean, I did better in question of track last week.
I'm sorry?
I did better, nerd, last week in question of track than I do here than I'm doing this week.
Well, yeah, I think you were a little less drunk then.
No.
And
Thank
yes,
you
of
for
course.
having me.
Of course, you're hashtag fire Brainy.
Did I just call you nerd?
I need to get sleep.
Indeed.
Take care, guys.
Good night, Bird.
Thanks for playing, Bird.
Great hanging out with you.
Or whoever goes on to
There's probably already 3. Can I say something?
Good night,
There's
Bird.
already
Have a good one, man.
round.
There's already probably 3 players. Probably 3.
I'm asking to defend.
But
Well, that works because we have 2 players currently backstage.
But if you want me to be in it, I'll be in it because you might like comic relief. But I don't care. I'll stay out and just watch. That might be the safest, right?
I think we're going to have Joel and True defend his title against the
That's
two
awesome.
people we have
I'll
backstage.
just watch because it's fun watching, but I just want to play without you guys knowing that I'm playing. I'll play off. I'll just be in backstage. Okay.
That's fine.
That's
okay.
great.
See you later.
Later, Mercer.
Hey, good luck, Tokyo. I am a little sorry. I am a little bit.
Joel on True.
I'm gonna watch though.
Okay.
The 3 dots on the upper right.
Hey, it's Masterpiece, Mr. President. I mean,
You know, Bird left too early. I was going to ask him when the Grissom showed up in the Wrath of Khan.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering that too.
By the way, the category questions and answers and answers and then questions were great.
Okay,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you.
Gonna put you backstage now, Mercer.
Talk to you later, Mercer.
Bye.
Later.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome back.
I think you need to switch Mr. President and Champion around so Champion doesn't complain about being last again.
There we go.
Oh, so I have to be in the between the Romulan
Yes, you
Senator
do.
And
yes, you do.
Yeah.
And his opponent, yeah.
All right.
You got to keep it separated.
Always at a disadvantage, but
That means I can't send bills to the Senate. Oh well. I don't mind. I'm not one to complain about the screen position.
well, you would complain too if the game was constantly rigged against you to
It's
make you look
not
dumb.
rigged, buddy.
It's okay. It's okay.
You really need to
Yes,
take your
indeed.
meds, my friend.
I'm sorry. I was
Why
blocking out everything.
The silence was peaceful while it lasted.
What? I didn't even hear what you said.
So I said the silence was peaceful while it lasted.
Oh, sorry.
I'll see you in the Senate chamber for your
Yes,
impeachment.
you will. You will. Yeah.
We're ready to begin round 3.
Can I just have 30 seconds odd to put my cool pump on? It suddenly got very hot. And
It's fine.
I'm living in it. I don't want to cook myself.
We don't want that either.
No.
Indeed.
It's what's 27 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
Now it's 39.1
about-
degrees Celsius.
Sorry?
So now it's 39.1 degrees Celsius.
No, it's not.
What? What?
No, I'm being serious.
Like a bowl of ship.
What's 27 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
It's
Well,
about
the Borg
80.
The Borg that are currently assimilating you are saying otherwise.
So it's 80 degrees in inside where I am at the moment. So it's rather warm.
Yeah, that's getting a bit toasty.
Yeah.
I'll try and be quick. Sorry.
It's fine.
80. It's 9 here.
We all know this
Nine,
is just a delaying tactic. We all know that the professor is just trying to send him the answers, and the upload has been just really slow.
No, he's not.
The New Zealand internet is just not downloading them fast enough.
Now, if we were really cheating, don't you think he would already have them?
Well, you have to put on the appearance of fair play.
Appearance.
You can only get so much from 56K modem.
I remember those 56K modems. Whew.
I do too. Man, those things were fast back then. Getting MP3s in like 20 minutes.
I don't know. About the time I got a 56K modem at home, we had a T1 at work. So
Sorry about that, guys. I'm back now.
No
Hope
problem.
it didn't take too long.
All right. Are we ready to play, gentlemen?
Yep. Oh, I'm ready. I can't speak for the others.
And bunnies.
I'm always ready.
Well, let's play Jeopnerdy.
Wait.
Too late. Too late.
Wait,
Too
no.
late.
That's our lag out.
I'm going to say Cardassians or Dominions are going to be the first one.
From the Starfleet database,
I get 500
Cardassians.
points. Awesome.
No, you don't.
Hey, I only got 100 for predicting the category last time.
Starfleet center seat. Adversarial vessels. Holodeck characters. Trek technology, phasers and torpedoes.
I think you mean tornadoes.
I did not mistype.
Ah.
All right. Tokyo. Joe Lontrue. It's your turn.
Enemy vessels for 500. Oh, what is a Breen warship?
That is correct.
Ooh.
Now, he's
Interceptor. I think that's a minus 500.
Even I am going.
All right, so we are going to go with phasers and tornadoes for 500.
Well, I don't have a tornadoes, but I'll give you a torpedo.
In the episode The Conscience of the King, this individual tries to murder Captain Kirk by hiding an overloading phaser in his cabin.
I don't watch the original series, so we're going to have to pass.
Well, that's your loss. Mr. President.
I do watch the original series, and I love this episode, but I can't think of the person's name, so I'm
Tokyo.
I'm going to veto this one as well. I don't remember the episode too much.
Better not be Kodos.
No, but it was Kodos' daughter, Lenore Caridian.
Mr. President.
Holodeck characters for 2, please.
Identify the holodeck character.
I believe you dropped your calling card. I return it to you.
Wow, really?
The prison. One of my predecessors is the President of the Federation.
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that is incorrect.
Oh, okay.
Tokyo.
Who was the president of Earth?
That is correct.
Oh. Oopsie. So close, but so far.
Hang your head in shame.
Well, that is in the Trek universe a fictional story, so. Joe Lontrue, it's your turn.
Enemy vessels for 4. What is a Jeopnerdy warship?
That is correct.
Ooh. Battle cruiser. See, that's another wrong answer. All
Champion.
Right. Fine. We're going to go with the holodeck characters for 500.
Identify the female holodeck character.
Oh, no.
Well, I must admit.
Oh, who is
I'm not
Maggie
quite myself
O'Halloran?
today. Oh. Well, this is going to sound very odd, but I feel like I just woke up from the strangest dream, and I don't remember going to sleep.
And yes, you already said the answer, and it was correct.
Or the cow.
I knew it was going to be her.
Indeed.
It was
You did, did you?
I did. I had a sneaking suspicion.
Well, it was correct. Mr. President.
Seem to seat for 3, please.
This captain, along with his ship, the USS Bozeman, was caught up in a temporal time loop for 90 years, until finally escaping with the USS Enterprise D, which also became trapped in the loop.
Man.
Oh, I wish I could say Captain Kelsey Grammer, but I can't. And I can't think of his name. Not reliably enough. Pass.
Joe Lontrue.
Who's Captain Morgan Bateson?
That is correct.
Well done, Senator.
And Senator, it's your turn.
Enemy vessels for 3. Oh, yeah. What is the Cardassian Gowler class starship?
That is correct.
Yeah, Captain Fraser Crane, as Germ says.
Yeah.
Champion.
Yeah.
We'll go with we'll go with holodeck characters for 400.
Identify the speaking holodeck character.
Well.
Who is Nikki the Nose?
Quit shaking big.
That is correct.
Well done, Mr. President.
We'll go with phases and I nearly said phases and photons, but phases and torpedoes for 200, please.
In the Doomsday Machine, Kirk tells Scotty that he has done this for recharging one phaser bank of the USS Constellation.
He has earned his pay. He has earned his pay for the week.
That is correct.
Very good.
One of my favorite references, because I keep getting told that Star Trek is communist by certain uneducated people, and I always refer to that one as one of the proof that it's not. Anyway.
Senator, it's your turn.
Center seat for 4.
Captain Picard asked this captain if she was that good after stating she had obtained the rank of captain faster than any other person in Starfleet history.
I know this.
Oh, that's a good one.
I know it.
Oh, you're between me, aren't you, champion? You get it before me.
Take it, Sin. I don't remember.
Champion.
Who is Captain Twyla Scott?
Oh,
exactly.
It's painful.
Very
I
good.
knew it. I knew it. Well done, Cinnabon. I'm not going to be sore. Well done.
From my favorite season 1 episode, Conspiracy.
Yeah, that was a really good episode.
Champion.
All right, let's try this Cardassian one for 300.
This Cardassian piece of literature was an epic tale spanning 7 generations of a family which displayed a selfless obedience to Cardassia.
What is the something sacrifice? Dang it. What is the unending sacrifice?
I'm afraid not.
Dang it.
Mr. President.
Pass.
Senator.
What is the never-ending sacrifice?
There it is.
Stupid book.
You can't blame me for that one. We don't have that.
Of course,
We don't have that.
Put a book question in there. Yeah,
we don't have that in our library. We haven't met the Cardassians yet. All right, Mr. President, it's your turn. I'm sorry.
Audit character for 1, please.
Identify the holodeck character.
It is that there comes a point when the odds are against you and there is no reasonable course of action but to quit.
Oh, I know who he's modeled after, but he has a different name, I'm sure. I'm just gonna guess. No, it's not. I'll guess. Who's James Bond? But I don't think that's the right answer.
Yeah, he was never referred to that in the episode, so
Right.
can't take that. Sorry.
That's all right.
Senator.
Don't remember. I'm going to give it to Sin.
Don't know.
Nobody knows?
Nobody knows.
$100 question.
So this discount James
You're
Bond.
He used his own name in the program.
Okay.
Was that a Detrell question? Oh.
At the beginning of the episode, he calls himself Bashir. Julian Bashir.
Okay. I just keep thinking James Bond because it was obviously modeled after, but yeah.
Wow, that is one of my favorite DS9 episodes.
It is really good.
It is.
All right, Senator.
Ooh. Let's assassinate the Starfleet officer in the center seat at 500.
That's half.
This captain of the USS Huron was injured, along with 2 other crew members, when Orion pirates boarded his ship in the animated series episode "The Pirates of Orion."
Of course, it's the animated series at 500. Pass. Auto pass.
Champion passing.
Automatic pass.
Mr. President.
I don't know either, but I'm glad Tokyo doesn't get to assassinate him.
You're passing?
For somebody, for somebody who swears that TAS is more canon than Enterprise, you have no excuse for passing on any TAS question.
Yeah.
His name was O'Shea, by the way.
Going to the
I
Senate
haven't
as well
watched
for
it
your
all,
impeachment.
but it's still better than Enterprise. I should watch it all.
Then you should know the answer.
Fair enough.
I tried, John. I put a few TAS.
It was a valiant effort.
All right,
Sorry,
champion.
I'll have to
somewhere.
bend TAS.
We're gonna go with holodeck characters for 300.
Identify the male holodeck character.
Caterina.
Who is Leonardo da Vinci?
Besides, I prefer my solitude, Susan.
And you are correct.
That should have been the $100 question. That's just me. I didn't read the question.
Mr. President.
Seem to seat for 200.
He was the commanding officer of the Nova-class USS Equinox, which was stuck in the Delta Quadrant after being pulled there by the caretaker.
It was Captain Renson.
That is correct.
That's it.
Should have been an Enterprise question.
Rudolph.
Rudy.
Yeah, Rudy.
Rudolph.
Mm-hmm.
Rudolph, the bloody-nosed captain.
I'm glad you like those, Louise.
I like this. Rudolph the bloody-nosed captain.
All right, Senator, it's your turn.
Sorry,
You got a 700 lead.
Yeah, let's see what's enemy vessels 2. Oh, it's one of my own ships. What is a Romulan bird of prey?
That's correct.
Complete with the hawk.
Indeed. Champion.
We'll take Photon Tornadoes for 400.
Yes. That's awesome.
Handheld Type 3 phasers are better known by this name.
What?
And that's $400 question.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to know this thing about it. It's really easy.
Why would I know this?
It's so easy. You'll be
Because you're the champion.
You'll be kicking yourself as soon as I get it.
What's a Dustbuster?
That is incorrect.
Mr. President.
Damn it!
What are phaser rifles?
Well, I didn't get
That's
what
the
the
one.
question was. I thought it was one of the stupid nicknames they gave the phaser.
I couldn't believe it. That should be a $100 question, but I'm glad I got it. So I
Obviously,
will
it tripped me out.
immediately.
I thought this was going to be a torpedo question. That's bull BS.
Well, phasers is part of the category title.
I only see tornadoes up there.
I don't even see that, but Mr. President.
I see tornadoes and severe thunderstorms.
We still have the daily double out there, by the way.
Oh, okay.
I need that.
I'll take tornado. Oh, sorry, John. Now the others have got me saying it. I'll take phasers and torpedoes for 3 points.
And hello, Indy Tiger in the chat.
Hi, Andy.
Hey.
Haven't seen you in ages.
In the episode The Cloud, Chakotay states that Voyager has a complement of this many photon torpedoes, with Janeway stating there was no way to replace them.
Infinite.
What is 28?
That is incorrect.
Oh.
Senator.
Believe. What is 23?
That is also incorrect.
Champion.
Pass.
Can I guess it now for no points?
27.
Sure.
Is it 38? Was I 10 out?
Yes, it was 38.
Yeah. I knew it ended tonight, but never mind.
Oh boy.
Senator?
Let's destroy the last enemy vessel. Oh, but which one is this, though? What is the Klingon bird of prey?
That is correct.
All right.
That was tough.
Oh, it's $100
question. Or D12 or
Champion.
All right, we need this daily double, so we've got to go with. You know, it's going to probably be the 500 for Cardassian, so let's just go with that. Yeah. Figures. And of course, the rules state you have to bet it all, so 2,100.
Well, technically, you can bet anywhere from 5 points to 2,100.
We have to bet 2,100, otherwise it's not a true daily double.
All right.
True
daily double.
But it is a rule.
Every Cardassian gave this to the Bureau of Identification at the age of 10.
Oh, what is a molar?
Yeah, that's correct.
Technically, their first molar, but yes. All right, Mr. President.
That's just being pedantic.
I'm gonna go take the honor the last deceit question so that Senator doesn't get to try and assassinate me. So, okay, so center seat, please.
I'm sorry?
Center seat, please.
Oh, center seat.
Yeah.
This officer took command of the USS Enterprise D when Captain Picard was temporarily assigned an undercover mission on Celtris 3.
What is a legendary, but weirdly underappreciated by the rest of the crew, Captain Edward Jellicoe.
You got it.
I mean, who rather than what? Sorry, my apologies.
There's always room for Jellicoe.
Mm-hmm.
Senator.
Spoonheads for 4.
That's this racist. Female gull was involved in the events depicted in the Next Generation episode, The Chase.
This should have been the $500 question. I don't remember her name. Sin will get it because he's going to kick my butt. Pass.
I have no idea. Her name was like Gull. Angry Lady. I don't remember.
Seagull.
Passing.
Yeah.
Mr. President.
I have to pass as well. I don't remember.
Yep. That was the point.
Set.
Okay.
Go upset. Exactly.
Was she the only canon female girl?
As far as I know, yes.
So the
at least named.
Cardassian society is very sexist.
Actually, that was wrong too. It's Gull Michael Burnham.
Yeah.
Who is Gulmer Pyle?
Wow.
Gulmer Pyle.
Nice, Cindy.
I love it.
Let's finish out my favorite category with tornadoes for 100.
In Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country, Spock asks this crew member to assist him in performing surgery on a torpedo.
Where's my damn tornado? Who is McCoy?
That's right.
It's ready, Jim.
It's ready, Jim.
Lock and load.
Lock and blow.
Fire.
Mr. President. One or two?
Am I going to go one or two?
One?
I'm going to go two.
Two.
Two, please. Yeah.
Miles O'Brien tells Gulmaset's aide Darrow that he never could develop a taste for this Cardassian drink.
What is Kana?
That's it.
Boo.
I need to boo sometimes. You can't you with us.
And Senator, you get the last clue.
This Cardassian described himself as plain and simple.
Who's Garrick?
Indeed.
Same room?
All right. Yes, same room.
All right, I'll just click on the link. That
Am I still logged into the room?
You are not.
There, I think, right?
No, no one is there currently.
Are you sure?
Although I do see a spoon head now.
Funny.
Do I have 4,400?
Yes, you do have 4,400 champion.
I should wait for the
Jolon
category.
True has 3,700, is currently in second place. And Mr. President, you have 1,200.
Okay.
And let's reveal the final Jeopnerdy category.
Incidents.
Oh.
So if you could figure out how much you'd like to bet and enter that into the room, please.
Dang it. It's got to be done.
Can you see my amount, Professor?
Yes, I can, Mr. President. I'm entering your amounts now. All right, let's reveal the clue.
In Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country, after the explosion of the Klingon moon Praxis, a message from the Klingon High Command is sent by this Klingon military advisor.
Oh, that's easy.
Contestants, you have 30 seconds. Kapla!
I think it's easy.
Do you?
Yes. But I probably got the name wrong because I always thought the name was different than what I wrote. I'll tell you what I thought it was after.
Can I just pass rather than you revealing my answer because I didn't get to finish typing it and it's a bit embarrassing.
Well, as long as you don't change what you put in there, you can finish it.
Okay. Because I was starting to spell something wrong. Hang on. So I'm only changing spelling. Okay. Cool. Okay. I think it's wrong anyway, but I've corrected the spelling mistake that I wanted to.
Okay. I hope it's close enough. On my part, anyway.
All right, let's see how this turns out. Mr. President, you were in third place with 1,200 points. Your response was?
Colonel Tong. That is incorrect, I'm afraid.
And your bet amount was all of it, taking it back down to 0. Sorry about that, Mr. President.
So we
Joe
all
on true.
we all go to a tiebreaker.
If no one has 0 point, if you all have 0 points, game's over. Nobody wins. Senator, you had 3,700 points, and your response?
Brigadier Kurla. Yeah, you're close enough. I think I'll give you that one.
All right, and your bet amount, all of it, 7,400. And champion, you had the lead at 4,400 points. Your response?
Brigadier Kern. Sorry, that's not quite close enough, I'm afraid.
Anyway, when he says his name in the movie, I thought he said Meteor Kern for like ever. I was like, wow, that's a cool rank. Meteor?
Let's see what you bet.
Obviously, I bet it all.
Well, you can change it up.
And I feel like
we got to build up the suspense. What did he do?
I feel like my answer is correct because of all the interference that the name was never clear in the first place.
It did say, "This is Brigadier speaking for the High Command."
Yeah, see,
there was
actually Meteor Kern.
But they said his name later in the movie.
So they did.
Did they?
They did when they came on board the Enterprise.
My advisor, Brigadier Kadlach.
For dinner.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
And I got his
Congratulations, Senator.
I got his rank wrong, and I wasn't embarrassed about getting his name wrong because that was just a guess. But the real embarrassing thing was that I spelled kernel wrong. I started to spell it as in a computer kernel, and that was just too embarrassing for me to bear. So thank you for letting me correct it. Although I've told everyone now anyway. So
you should be embarrassed about the Spock question.
Well, I am, but let me explain.
I'm going to get you for that one.
Let me explain it though. The reason why I got caught up and thought it was Pike at the last second was that in continuity headaches, which I should have immediately ignored, but in continuity headaches, it had him training cadets when he had the accident, and so yeah. But I agree, it was still a stupid mistake. But that's when my mind went. I'm confident that even though it was a silly mistake, I'm confident the Senate will acquit me when you try and impeach me, Senator. Besides, you can't impeach. You're not in the. You can't initiate impeachment. You're not in the lower house. I'm guessing you're getting one of your colleagues to try that.
Feel cheated.
Good. I enjoyed all of those rounds and watched both of those rounds I played and watching the one I didn't. Thank you, John and Professor for the games as always. Always fun.
We're glad you liked it.
Indeed.
Thank you for playing.
Seriously, without any exaggeration, you can ask my carers if you ever get to talk to any of them. I always say this is the highlight of my week. So I really
appreciate that.
Yeah, I really do appreciate what you Moose is saying, man. Hi, Moose.
Not by the hair of your chinny chin chin.
Of course, Thomas is in the chat saying,
leaving. We expect the annihilation of our culture.
That's not true.
Nation of a culture reference.
We need breathing room.
Earth, hit 1938.
Oh, you're quoting Star Trek.
I beg your pardon.
It seems like a long way to go.
There you go. They did those Klingons in that movie, because the Klingons were so well spoken, but they were so like they had crappy leather armor instead of actual armor.
Resolute Germ is in the chat saying, "I demand a game based on a good sci-fi franchise."
What? Said 3 of them.
Ghostbusters.
So, Germ, which sci-fi franchise would you classify as good?
And
that's almost fighting with Jim. If you were talking about new trick, I'd agree with you if this was all new trick. But this was all classic trick, with the exception of a couple of Enterprise questions in there. So
hey, we're going to war over that.
Star Trek movies now.
Enterprise.
It's not on Paramount.
Well, they all went bye-bye because I guess they're doing 4K upgrades.
Well, dang it! I wanted to prove to you guys that the guy's name was Meteor Kern.
Long way from Brigadier Kurla. This. Anyway.
Oh, Babylon 5.
Babylon 5 is awesome.
I will agree that Babylon 5 is a fantastic sci-fi series.
The Orville.
I would say it's equal to classic Trek, but not superior.
Well, okay, you got two things going on there. You know, when Babylon 5 was out, initially you had 4 technically Star Trek series on television at that point, up to that point.
By the way, the guy that played the main character in Babylon 5 also appeared in the Orville.
Yes.
Indeed.
As the president.
Yeah, he was great. And he also read the Orville novel, if you get the audio version, the Orville novel, The Sympathy for the Devil, which Seth wrote. I don't know if you guys ever read it.
You changed from Romulan to Spoonhead? What goose?
Did you read that novel? Anyone read the novel Sympathy for the Devil by Seth MacFarlane?
Yeah, I've read it.
I want to read it. I just haven't.
Yeah,
nobody reads books anymore.
Well, I read it, but I also read the audio version.
You tell that to the, I don't know how many people we had in today. I would guess probably at least 100 people that came in to get books today.
They were all using the internet for porn.
Dude, I worked at a school. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm a substitute teacher at a school. And
the library is a common place to get down.
You can think that, Cinnabon, but you shouldn't really say it on I presume this is a family-friendly channel, so you can think it, but don't say it out loud.
Dude, I'm going to show you how many views I've had. I've had this many, and then...
Oh, my goodness.
There's a few.
There's a few beers. Just in the short time that we've been hanging out, I've had like 7 or 8 freaking beers. Oh, there's another one over here, too. I forgot to show you. There's Kelly. Oh, worship at the worship of
That's Kelly. The only drink I've had since we started.
No, I've had 6 beers. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. There's 3 there. Actually, you can see the third one right there. And there's 2 more. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4 over here. And that's why I'm a little bit out of it. Well, fuck.
Whoa, you all right?
I'm good.
Oh, Louise, I would slightly disagree with your statement. Prodigy does count.
Who the hell watches Secret Hideout Star Trek? I mean, I'm going to watch Picard Season 3 if only to rub it in Robert Meyer Burnett's face.
What if you like it?
What if I like it?
You're still rubbing his face.
I don't see any like there's no exploration. It's dark. It's all battles and darkness.
All we've seen is a 30-second preview. We don't know if there's an exploration. They could be exploring that weird nebula thing.
I agree, Ervik. They are very.
I mean, all I'm saying is that the Orville is really the Star Trek that carried on the flame. You know, like New Horizons had it all. It really was good.
I agree. The New Horizons was excellent.
Yeah, it was really good. And visually, like even just seeing the Orville do barrel rolls, you know, like where it just kind of spins around. I've never seen the Enterprise do a move like that. You know,
the Enterprise is designed to do that.
Yeah, but I just loved like when they had the weapon and they were using it against the Kaon. They went right to the Kaon homeworld and they said, "We're not putting up with the bullshit anymore." That was awesome.
If anyone would like to join the panel, use the link at the top of the chat.
No, I think the reason I like the Orville is just the relationships between the characters and how it just feels like most of the time is spent when they're off duty. You know, I love that. Like they spend just as much time off duty as on duty in that show.
Mercer, Gorilla has a comment for you.
Yeah, what did he say?
It's up, highlighted on the screen.
Eat some crack. I don't have any fucking crack. I don't think so. I have I have hot dogs.
Yeah, drink a gallon of water. You'll be fine.
Drink a gallon of water. I don't have it. I have. Well, no, actually, I do have water right here.
Faucet water. Drink faucet water continuously for about an hour.
So, Indy, which franchises would you count?
Star Trek and Stargate.
Thanks, Paul Picard's new senior center.
I'm so disappointed I did not win the Mega Millions last night. I'm so disappointed in myself.
Well, there was a winner in Maine, apparently.
Oh, Jesus.
Of course, it was Maine.
Yeah.
Well, by the way, please say, I don't know if you guys are religious, but my neighbor, who I've known for 14 years, is in the hospital in the ICU unit. So please, say wishes for my neighbor in the ICU unit. I hope he makes it.
Do that.
Yeah, we all do.
His he had a what are they, diverticulosis, and he has breathing issues. Anyway, thank you. Does anyone miss when science fiction was just about lasers and cool sound effects?
Not really. Luis, I know there's some people out there that would disagree with that, but I kind of have to. As much as I liked Prodigy, the last 3 episodes of the first season, its stand is still questionable.
I got to tell you,
I pretty much liked the whole season.
I like Prodigy. It was a good show for being a kid's show.
I haven't seen it, but I will say this. Even though it's ended over a month and a half ago, I have not, every day, there's always 1 or 2 thoughts about Andor that I have thought about. That show is awesome. I can't even believe I'm saying that because Disney has really dropped the ball on Obi-Wan and they dropped the ball on Boba Fett. But Andor has been amazing. And I can't believe how much I like that show. It's just simply amazing because there's so much emotion in it. You know, like you feel it right here. You know?
I don't like Star Wars.
Indy Tiger, would you include Doctor Who in that? It has spawned multiple spin-offs.
Absolutely
not. Is that the one where they wear the scarves and they wear brown trench coats and shit?
I would classify Doctor Who as more fantasy than sci-fi.
Yeah, Gorilla. LDG didn't win either.
Did you know they make Sam Adams beer out of Sam Adams? They just ran him through a juicer.
Wow.
Oh. Fatality.
There's something new every day.
Hail Kelly.
He says, "How impaired are you when you watch Andor?" That's what I'm wondering because it sucks.
I've not seen Andor.
Andor's a really good show, but here's the thing about it: it's a little slower than the other Star Wars shows. So, you take the first 3 episodes, you got to count that as one episode because it's one story arc. The next 3 episodes is another story arc. Then there's like a kind of an episode that bridges to the next story arc. And then the 3 episodes after that is a story arc. And then there's a 2-episode finale. So unless you consider the first 3 episodes as its own story, you're going to be like, why am I watching this show? Because the first 2 episodes are like basically the first 2 acts of a story rather than all 3 acts.
And that's a fallacy of storytelling that I really don't like. When you have to have an instruction manual to properly watch a show.
That's why they. I agree with you for the most part, but that's why they put the first 3 episodes out at once, so that people would watch all 3 and figure out the gist of where this is going. They give some time to actually develop the characters. It's not like the Mandalorian where it's like, oh, hey, Mando, let's go raid this ship and we'll take it over, and then the next episode will come along and you can do something else. It's not like that at all. It's like they actually build the story.
I'm going to ask my opponent why he suddenly switched species and how I managed to do that. I mean, my goodness.
Luis, no, I haven't.
I'm on Facebook with this guy that loves Star Trek: The Motion Picture, which is the slowest movie in the history of movies. Like Star Trek: The Motion Picture.
No, I wouldn't go that far.
It's like it's like one of the slowest movies in the history of movies.
2001.
He called Andor a slow-paced show.
Watch a Kubrick film that is not Full Metal Jacket.
2001 is the slowest movie ever made.
No, I think that movie.
Kubrick.
Yeah, I'd agree with my opponent and Bunny. I'm sorry, and Professor. I have to agree that 2001.
I love that movie. I love that movie. I
do like 2001, but it is slow.
I'm not saying I'm not. Yeah,
I don't even consider that a movie. I don't even consider that a narrative. I just consider it art. You know, it's just fantastic.
Fair enough, but it is slower than Enterprise by far. I mean, slower than Motion Picture Show.
But I'm just saying, how could somebody consider Andor slow when they love?
I haven't watched Andor, so I'm not making statements.
Oh, Andor's not slow. It's just terrible. Storytelling sucks.
I haven't watched any of the Star Wars shows.
Have you seen Andor, John?
Alive.
Yes, I have seen Andor.
What's your opinion of it?
I have kind of mixed feelings about it. There is some good stuff, but the fact that sometimes the stories are stretched out over multiple episodes was frustrating. It's kind of like, okay, I'm at the point of just get on with it with the story. Like they tell something over 3 episodes that could have easily been told in 2 episodes.
I don't agree, but I respect your opinion. Obviously, I mean, I can see your point, but I really like getting to know the characters for once, because in every other Star Wars show, it's like, oh, you know the characters just because they look cool or they look like they're invincible or whatever. But in this show, you know, I love the fact that, for example, really important characters actually hesitate at the moment that they are needed the most. They hesitate because they're afraid or something's happening, and it just feels more emotional to me.
True heroes don't hesitate.
By the way, I still have not seen The Way of the Water yet, and I don't really know if I want to, but I love the first movie.
Yeah, that's interesting, Andy, of your opinion of those 3 movies. I haven't seen 2020. Sorry, I'm bumbling my
2001?
I haven't seen 2010 yet.
2010 is a fun movie. I like that movie, but it's more traditional It feels more like a Star Trek episode than a sequel to 2001, but it's really good.
Okay.
It's definitely different in tone.
Yeah, it's a good movie though, man. It really is.
It's a decent film. I liked it.
I liked it, and the characters all have little nuances. And I mean, John Lithgow is awesome. You know, Roy Scheider is awesome. It's a good movie. I love to. Me and my dad used to watch that movie all the time. Like I mainly watch a lot of movies because me and my dad watched them.
Sorry, Missy. You mentioned Roy Schneider. You mean the same?
Roy Scheider. Roy Scheider who
was in Sequest.
Yeah, and he was also in
Wow. That's given me even more motivation to watch.
Yeah, he's the main character in 2010.
And he has dolphins.
Yeah, you should watch it because he's really freaking good. He's one of those actors that has gravitas just without even trying. He's really good.
Yeah.
I wish they would have made a 2061.
Darwin, eat Lucas.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen 2061 with him in it. It would have been awesome. But he passed away like 5 years ago, right?
Yeah, it's been several years.
Passed away. I'm not sure.
Darwin ate him.
He was eaten by a dolphin.
I really liked Roy Scheider though. I really did. I think
Me too. I'm a great fan of him. I loved him in
John Lithgow.
Something very fishy going on with Avatar too.
By the way, did you ever notice the little 2010 homage in Interstellar that Christopher Nolan did, where he had John Lithgow in it, and he's complaining about like having corn at baseball because in 2010 there's a big conversation about hot dogs in baseball. You know.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that.
Yeah.
And I love Interstellar.
Oh, Interstellar was awesome. You remember what I'm talking about? Like where he's complaining that like there's corn at baseball is just like, not right. And then if you think about 2010, he's complaining that like he's talking about which baseball fields have the best hot dogs.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I think definitely
in 2010.
Yeah, in 2010, I think definitely Nolan was thinking about that scene when he wrote that for him.
Probably did, yeah. Lithgow's a great actor.
Oh my gosh, Lithgow is awesome. Lithgow.
Professor, I'm gonna. Oh, am I interrupting? Sorry.
No, you're okay.
Okay. I've got a question for you. Would you consider Doctor Who more on the sci-fi end of the spectrum or more fantasy?
Super fantasy.
If you take it as a whole, I would point more toward fantasy.
What are we talking about?
Although there are points in the series where it's more science fiction.
Show? What show?
Doctor Who.
I've never seen Doctor Who.
Okay. Now I'm really keen. So which points would you say are more sciencey and which points would you say are more fantasy?
They have time travel in it. That's very science. That's all I know about it. A lot of time travel.
I would point to
and they have, like
a lot of the Fourth Doctor stuff that was kind of sciencey.
Yeah.
Fifth Doctor.
I need another Sam Adams. I think I'm going to get another Sam Adams.
Well, the Vulcan science director has determined that time travel is impossible. So
another reason
good for them.
Another
so it's definitely fantasy.
Why that non-canon show should be,
dude.
Put up as
Mr. President.
You mean
can I ask you why you hate Enterprise so much? I think it's such a good show.
I've answered that so many times, Musa.
Well, I don't know why.
You should do. If you were sober, you'd remember.
Wow.
Burn.
No, I didn't mean that in a mean way, but
wow.
I'm sure.
Clip
Joe
that.
Biden
We need to clip that.
Joe Biden.
Senator, we need to clip that.
Yeah, we do.
I didn't even hear it, but apparently I got burned.
You don't want to hear it.
No, you don't.
Well,
but that is going to get clipped. If you're not going to clip it, if you can't clip it, I will.
It seemed like it was. Maybe it was me.
Go for it.
It sounded. I wasn't meaning it to be that cutting, but Okay, I'll answer the question again. So, a lot of it's to do with the continuity issues, and I acknowledge that Professor has pointed out very legitimately that sorry, I'm distracted by your Thorhammer. Professor pointed out very wisely that they didn't attempt to address some of the continuity problems. So once because I forget bits of the fourth season, which is a problem. But
How do
even
you
though
do
they've
that?
addressed some of the continuity issues, to me it still doesn't fit within the spirit of Trek that the shows before Enterprise covered. It just messed around with the overall concept too much. And the idea that an advanced the Vulcans not believing in time travel just really is is just really annoys me because the idea that a race that is far more advanced than humans would not know about time travel when in reality, in Trek reality, time travel is established to be a fact. The idea that the Romulans,
I'm time traveling right now, and so are you.
Indeed.
Into the future.
Indeed.
1 second at a time.
Yeah. So the idea, well, I don't think that's what the Vulcans mean, but the idea that the Vulcans don't
Well, you can go into the
think that
future much quicker
time
too.
travel exists. It's just laughable. It just, I don't know. To me, it makes a mockery of all the series that came before it.
Well, what they are talking about, of course, is backward time travel.
I know they are. But in later Trek, sorry, in later Trek in universe, earlier Trek in production, real life, traveling back into traveling back in time is established as well and truly possible. So the idea that earlier on in the Star Trek universe, a race as advanced as the Vulcans would get wrong on time travel, I don't know. It's just one more nail in the coffin for that annoying series that everyone else thinks is great. And the fact that everyone else thinks it's great is just one more annoying thing about it. I'll never like it.
Nice, Gorilla.
What
did you say?
Hang on, what's Gorilla saying?
Under the video, click.
I liked Enterprise because it was
It's
good.
gone.
It had good characters, had good stories, and sure,
oh,
violence added in some points, but in
hang
some
on, let me respond
I wanted to finish a thought. I really did, but
you go and then I'll respond to Gorilla's comment. Too many things happening at once. Go on, mister.
I was just saying, like, I watched the commentary for Broken Bow, which is the first episode that, and on the commentary track, it was Rick Berman and Brendan Braga who created the show. They did the commentary, and they were saying that they wanted to tell a story of the origin of Star Trek, and they had to split the difference between, like, what was advanced and what was in today's time period. So it's not always going to fit, but they really did a good job, I think, of giving the ship a submarine type feel with plasma screens or whatever they had. I don't think that people give it enough credit for how
I
they.
think they give it too much credit. But yeah, I know what you're saying, Musa, but I'm not talking about the aesthetics not looking like the original series. I'm not complaining that it looked too modern for compared to the original series. I'm not one of those people. I'm saying it messed with the continuity and so many previously established factors about the Star Trek universe. It's just the one that stands out like a sore thumb. It's the worst trick of classic Trek. If New Trek hadn't come along, I would maintain it was the worst trick ever made. But then we got New Trek and saw how really bad so-called trick could get.
Okay, so now I'm going to put you on the spot after you said that, Mr. President.
Yeah.
Name a few of those continuity errors.
I've done this. Do I have to really again? Okay.
Yes, because now you have the authority here that can actually correct you and determine whether or not that's really a continuity error, a glaring mistake, series breaking, or completely justified.
Fair enough. Okay. Ferengian season 1.
Unnamed, we didn't know who they were. Try again.
It's still
we knew
continuity issue because even
it's
though
not. That's out of character knowledge from us. They had no idea who these people were.
No,
we knew.
I don't. Hang
That's
on,
out of character knowledge. That doesn't apply to them.
Hang on. Let me finish. Sorry. I feel very emotional about this issue. Sorry if I'm turning into a cranky old man. But you, Starfleet records are impeccable, right? They had Archer and his crew had no idea who they were. But do you really think that the crew of the Enterprise D would remember? Even in the last outpost, they had said that other vessels had encountered them before. Do you really think that other vessels in the 24th century would encounter them and not bother to look up Starfleet records to see whether anything like them had been?
There's such little concerns. I mean, it's a show. I mean, it's not going to be perfect, but it's fun. You know, it's like
You asked. Yeah, that's a valid point, but you asked me my personal opinion of why I don't like it.
I respect your opinion. I mean, I can get all up in arms about the Romulans, but at the same time, it was kind of fun the way you never actually saw the Romulans. You know, they were, you know.
And you're welcome to enjoy it, but you asked me why I didn't like it, and I'm telling you.
I'm not saying you can't like it. I'm just saying I did like it for those same reasons.
Mr. President, is it as bad as what they have done with the Gorn in Strange New Worlds?
No, it's not as egregious, but it's still.
Look at my normal.
Not nearly as egregious as what
polarizing the whole plane, which acted exactly like Shield, was ridiculous.
But
the phase cannons, which were just exactly like phasers, was kind of stupid. Let's see what else.
I wish they kept those
were less powerful.
I think the ship just got in way too many battles in the first place because that ship should not have been able to survive as much as it did. I mean, it didn't have
agree.
The ship going to warp is problematic
everywhere, and yet for some reason the ship's able to remain pressurized.
And the pulverized the whole plating was just a pathetic joke. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, and the ship going to warp using the TNG warp out method. Yeah, that was stupid too, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a bit stupid, but that's more in line with the visual reboot.
Wow.
But which is less egregious because that's more to do with updating things visually.
Here's something I didn't like about Enterprise either. There's something I didn't like about Enterprise
phasers exactly the same. I mean, hang on. Things more to make it seem a little bit earlier, and for some reason there's like no other ships out there, but they always showed like the smaller. I mean, I think they should have had like smaller ships out there with them too more often, and I think that Captain Archer was not a very good captain. He had like two modes, kind of annoyed and angry. It seemed like every time he line delivery. What captain likes water polo in the 22nd century? What the hell is that?
I don't mind that.
He can't like water polo?
No, water polo should not exist in the 22nd century.
Why?
Nobody likes it now.
Okay. What were you going to say, Tokyo?
I was going to say what really ticked me off about Enterprise was that they actually showed a Constitution-class starship and its interior, which is exactly like the original series, as I wanted to say that glaring at Mr. President over here.
So,
Welcome,
hey guys,
Indy.
how you doing?
Hey,
Welcome, Indy.
Thank
Hi,
you.
Indy.
Oh, and
So
their
good to
hand
see you.
scanners, exactly
So-
like track orders.
So here's
Nothing.
the reason. Here's the
How dare
reason
they?
why Archer was a terrible captain. Okay, it's because he swallowed the wrong pill. He swallowed the idea that people who have interstellar drives are going to have worked out are going to be so politically sophisticated that they would use their words and not their swords to solve their problems. He completely forgets about things like luck. He forgets about, like the Herc. The Klingons defeated an advanced alien species and took their tech and used their tech.
Yeah,
You know?
I'd agree. It was very Roddenberry-esque, wasn't he, Archer? And the way that Roddenberry, by TNG's time, said, by this time there would be no internal conflict within Federation. He was too happy and lovey-dovey.
Yes, I would agree. And that, in fact, that makes me, you just gave me a thought that the people who created Enterprise might have been mocking Roddenberry's future just a little bit by creating Archer.
Were they mocking it or trying to embrace it by making Archer like it?
I don't know. It's just a random thought. It just came to my head. I haven't really given it, enough thought.
Guys, I'm gonna get going, I guess, because I guess I'm out of it.
All right, Mercer. Good night.
All right,
Thanks for
Mercer.
joining us, Mercer.
Thanks for
Good
coming.
game, Mercer.
Drink some water before you go to bed, dude.
Yeah, you're gonna get very
I didn't have that much to drink. I'm good. I didn't have that much to drink.
Oh, yes, you did. I saw
Anyway,
the
good night, Mercer.
May want to take some water anyway.
You will.
All right.
It's always good for you. Anyway.
Good night.
I think
Good
if they
night.
wanted
Good
to
night,
make a
everybody.
prequel, they should have waited a couple years to put some
Guys.
space between the series, because doing it right after Voyager just made it too easy to be like to make the comparisons of how the technology is not really that different at all. And I think all the writers were stuck in the 24th century mode of writing, where there was kind of writing 24th century episodes in the 22nd century.
And I'll also note that a lot of fans
that's
were
a fair
still
point.
butthurt over Voyager too.
Yeah.
A lot of fans really didn't start to appreciate Voyager until Discovery, and it's the same for Enterprise.
Right.
They say, "Oh, maybe the Berman area isn't so bad," and they went back and looked at it and like,
I mean,
Discovery sucks. I'll watch this any day.
I do like Enterprise a little bit. I'm not. Scott Bakula just had a terrible character.
Yeah, I think so too.
But generally speaking, I liked a lot of the episodes. I liked the interior of the Enterprise. Didn't really care that much for the exterior, but I didn't hate it.
That was the problem with the exterior for me, was it just looked way too much like the Akira, just flipped upside down.
Well, I don't like it because I figured this out. I don't like it because the saucer section is interrupted by that big rectangle.
Yeah.
It's like, why not just make it a rectangle?
Mr. President?
Sorry, I really wish I had more time because I hardly get to talk to you, Andy, and I always love talking to you along with everyone else.
Oh, thanks, Mr. President. I love talking to you too.
But time flies, and my Kira has just arrived, and I didn't even realize the time. So very reluctantly, I've got to say goodbye. I'd love to keep chatting, but I've got to get my dinner in me. So yeah.
Well,
and he has an impeachment to get ready for.
Yeah, enjoy your night.
Thank you.
Feel the battle.
You keep talking Max Spoonhead, but I'm not scared by your threat of impeachment.
You will be afraid because I might be getting Adam Schiff to take care of that one.
By house injury, he's long dead.
This is true. Thank goodness. I mean, did I say that out loud?
Sorry.
Careful, Senator.
Indeed.
All right.
I mean, dang it. I mean, this is true.
Have a good one, guys.
You too, Mr. President.
Take care. Take care, Mr. President. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, and I hope I didn't really ruin anyone's day when I really would rip on Enterprise. I just get so sick of people praising it.
Oh, you ruined my entire week.
Sorry.
You utterly destroyed me. Are you happy now, Mr. President?
Yeah, my life is over.
I don't know if I can go on.
Glad you're all joking.
Goodbye, cruel world. He doesn't like
See you later.
Enterprise.
Bye, Mr. President.
Later.
To be honest, I do have a lot of the same problems with Enterprise that Mr. President mentioned. I think there's some good episodes, especially in the last season, but generally I do consider it like my least favorite out of the classic Trek.
Yeah, I mean, they had some good episodes. I think that was a series with the most clunker episodes in the entire run of the original German era.
Yeah, I think that there was just some problems with it in general. But the idea of them being on Earth for the first season is just that would
have been terrible too.
I agree.
I mean, I guess kind of if they wanted to do something where they didn't launch the Enterprise until the end of the season, if they put the crew on a smaller ship, like I said, for a little while, and then move them up, then I might have been fine with that. But
well, yeah, I think I think that they could have had some other ships with them. That would have been a good idea. Because then you could split the ships up to go, if you're out there exploring space, you send a couple of ships this way and that way to investigate all these trinary stars or binary stars and stuff. And then if one of the ships is attacked or whatever, then the others can come to the common defense of the one ship.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of pluses there.
So I think it would have been good to show them in the more less advanced ships in the beginning, and then show why they needed to go up and actually build a Warp 5 ship and actually have more technology because the things were so dangerous out there.
Well, I think they sort of did with the Horizon, the Earth cargo ship. Was it Horizon or was it the other one? I forget which
Horizon,
one it was that was being attacked by the unknown aliens.
North Star?
Could be.
Oh no, that was the one that was down. Fortunate. Sorry.
Fortunate, yeah.
Fortunate. The North Star was the one that. Oh, it's too bad what happened to the North Star.
Right.
Wasn't that the stupid Western episode?
Yeah, North Star was the Western episode.
Yeah. I don't know about stupid, but
I like that episode. I think it was fun. Especially when the guy is threatening T'Pol and Reed just shoots T'Pol with the phase pistol. It's like, what do you just gonna put you to sleep. Oh man. Oh, my feet hurt. My feet hurt. We had an awards ceremony. We had an awards party at my job tonight. And I've been standing.
Did you win?
I didn't win. One of the young engineers at the same table as me, she won.
That's cool.
Yeah. So she won noise canceling headphones.
Oh.
But somebody, my boss actually got a Roomba. The little robot vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, I had one of those till my rabbit destroyed it.
Yeah. I want to get one so bad, but I cannot see myself spending that much money.
I don't even know how much they are.
Couple hundred.
They go up to $800, John. Jeff. So yeah, they're
That's
they're
a little
expensive.
pricey vacuum cleaner.
Yeah. I need to vacuum I got wood floors. I don't know if you guys have ever had wood floors or you have wood floors.
I do too.
I got wood floors.
You got to clean them every day.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. I mean, they look great, but you can see the dust on a daily basis. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Oh.
I will be back.
Yeah.
Thanks for the warning.
Thank you. I'm probably starting a new engineering channel tomorrow if I can find the time.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So I'll be talking about AutoCAD, how to use AutoCAD, and how to do civil engineering type stuff. General conversation, things like that.
I'm a software engineer, so it kind of piqued my interest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I have a pretty built-in audience too, because it's like I've trained so many people in my career. I actually got a phone call a few months ago. This was really nice. I got a phone call a few months ago from one of the guys that I trained, like probably, 10 years ago? No. Something like that. And he called me up and he said, we were talking, and he's like, I want to thank you, because if it hadn't been for you, I wouldn't have the job that I have now, because you trained me how to do all this stuff. And I'm like, and it's really nice. And somebody came up to me tonight. Several people came up to me tonight and said, I've heard your name. I'm finally glad I get to meet you, because I've heard your name. Because I work for a company that got acquired. And then my name has lived on after I left that company. So it's very nice. It's good to have that kind of recognition, I gotta say.
Very nice.
I don't know what to ask you guys. Did you guys see that news story about Nick Cage wants to be in Trek now?
I heard something about
They
that.
ran with something he said. He said, "Oh, I like Star Trek more than Star Wars. So I'm part
and
of
then
the Trek
Anthony Mount
family."
tweeted over to Metallis trying to get him onto one of the shows.
I'm not making
Nick
much
Cage,
of it.
thumbs up or down in Trek?
Depends.
Not happening.
I don't think it'll happen.
Yeah, it depends on who he plays, though. He can be a good actor.
Yeah.
I think he was good in The Rock.
Yeah, they're too busy trying to get Michelle Yeoh to do Section 31. She keeps getting booked.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I don't think that's going to happen either.
I hope it sure doesn't.
Me either. I don't want to. It's bad enough that they introduced Section 31 in DS9. It's like,
no, I've had enough.
In DS9, it was fine.
Section 31 works as a plot line, not as a series.
I agree.
And it definitely didn't work in. It didn't work in Star Trek Into Darkness. It didn't work in. Well, nothing works in Discovery.
No,
it's true.
Season 4 finally got good.
No,
it was.
It didn't. It had some of the worst Trek characters of all time show up. Stacey Abrams showed up.
They could have done that story in about 4 episodes.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree. It still has its pacing issues and its character issues for certain. but at least the story itself was kind of engaging. You know, it was oh my god, it was boring as sin for the first 3 seasons. There's one episode in season 2, the countdown clock, where they were half in and half out of whatever mycelial space they were in.
That was an awful episode.
But it kind of kept my attention because you know, they were on a deadline. But for the rest of it, it's just boring. It's just boring.
Dr. Culber should have stayed dead.
Yep.
Well, it's dumb that they keep getting rid of characters and then bringing them right back. Because Tilly left last season, right? And they're bringing her back next season. Which makes
Are they
sense.
really? Oh, jeez.
Yeah, they're also planning on doing a series with her for Starfleet Academy.
Another show.
Oh, great! That's
going to be horrible.
That's going to bomb. That's probably going to bomb. Oh,
they're having a competition to see if they can make a show that's actually worse than Discovery.
Yeah.
They're going for the bottom. How low can they go?
Apparently, they haven't reached the bottom yet.
Not yet. If they're going for Tilly and Starfleet Academy, eesh.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah, it's awful.
Ooh, the protagonist in season 4 was good. I liked him. Can't remember.
Who did they end up being better for?
You mean the antagonist?
Yeah, the antagonist. Sorry. I'm tired.
Tarka. I cannot stand Tarka. He is probably one of the worst Star Trek characters ever.
Really?
Yes,
I kind of liked him.
He's a stereotypical woke. Yeah, and he's awful. He's absolutely awful. His motivation was because he wanted to see his boyfriend again in the afterlife.
Or something like that.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, I mean he was going to a different universe because that's where his significant other was, but it was paradise compared to where he was. Kind of want to get into paradise, don't you? If you know it exists.
He was apparently also from the mirror universe, which shouldn't be happening according to the one director Kovich or whatever his name is. That's probably his name, actually. They spent a whole episode about why Giorgio could not exist because she was from the mirror universe. Yet they had Tarka, who was from the mirror universe.
Yeah, but the problem, so it's slightly different with Michelle Yeoh. She was also displaced in time.
Didn't they also say it was how close the mirror universe was to the regular universe? It was how long they could actually survive in our universe.
Yeah, the displacement in time. Over time, the universes had been drifting apart. And see, this would have been a good occasion to bring up the Atavachron in the one episode of Star Trek, the original series. Because the Atavachron prepares you cellularly for time travel.
Was that from that library episode?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
John knows the episode name.
That's all our yesterdays. But I was saying the people who called the Guardian of Forever Carl probably have no idea what the Atavachron is.
Well, they would probably call the Atavachron some other weird name. It's Bob.
ATOS.
Yep. A to Z, ATOS.
Yep. Now we can call him Amazon.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
I wonder what time period Mr. ATOS picked.
He picked 2020 at the height of the pandemic. Just because. That's what I want to do. Hold on. Edit name. Edit avatar. Because the spoonhead joke is over. I'll go back to the burning Romulan. There we go.
More like a spoon rest than a spoon head.
Spoon 4. Oh, you're a spoon 4. Screw you, Gordon.
Okay. All right, I got to drink
If
my
you say
blood.
so.
Oh, got to get up and drink my blood wine.
Oh, where'd you get that?
Blood wine?
Mm-hmm.
There's a grocery store in the U.S. called Safeway.
Oh yeah, Safeway. I know Safeway.
And they sell sparkling water. It's Soleil brand sparkling water, and they have blood orange. So I call it blood wine because blood orange.
2304. There is no finer vintage. Where's the Android I can't use? There it is.
So, what other shows? I know Torchwood, and I think there was the Canine show with
there it goes.
What's her name? Sarah Jane. Right.
Well, there was K9 and Company, which was planned to be a series. They did do the pilot episode back in the 80s, and then they had the Sarah Jane Adventures, and at the same time Torchwood was on. There was a K9 series made in Australia in the 2010s, and there was also Class. They did one season of that, like in 2016, I think.
Okay. Well, I think there was one show that probably didn't get picked up, where they introduced the Weeping Angels, but it seemed
I'm
like
familiar with that.
It seemed like a pilot, for a show because Doctor Who was barely in it.
I'm wondering if that's Class you're thinking of. They had one season of that.
Okay.
It didn't do real well, and they canceled it.
Yeah, the lead characters were like Nightingale and I forget the other woman's name, but they were both like birds, Sparrow and Nightingale or something.
That sounds horrible.
No.
Right?
No, I think you're thinking of the episode Blink.
Blink, yeah.
That was just a regular Doctor Who episode.
But he was barely in it.
Well, they were doing this thing where they were filming like 2 episodes at the same time. So in one, they wouldn't have, the Doctor, and the other one they would. Or maybe they would have the companion in one and the Doctor in the other.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
So that's what they were doing.
That seems like not a good idea to have the main character not be in the show.
Well, Blink, they did it really brilliantly because what they did is they had filmed the Doctor, and it got repeated. What happened was he got sent back in time and was stuck there. He was away from the TARDIS, so he couldn't go forward in time. So he recorded himself, and it got put onto videotapes of different movies. And eventually, one person had all those movies and was really interested in why, this strange guy was on all these different movies as a feature, what would they call it? Easter egg.
This is the episode I'm talking about. That's exactly it.
So you got little pieces of it all throughout the episode, and sometimes it repeated a bit of the footage, but the Doctor was there quite a bit in the story. It was just little chunks of this recorded material. And eventually the TARDIS gets sent back in time so the Doctor could get it, and then we see the Doctor and the companion at the end of the episode.
Yeah. And I'm looking at it now. It was Sally Sparrow and Kathy Nightingale.
Yeah.
So
and it's a very highly rated episode. I think too highly rated. It was good. Don't get me wrong, but I think it was too highly rated by fans.
I definitely liked the episode, but it did seem so much. Honestly, it reminded me so much of Assignment Earth, because our heroes don't solve the problem. They're barely in it, and
that Doctor doesn't always solve the problem.
So it always seemed to me like a backdoor pilot, just like Assignment Earth was supposed to be a pilot.
Yeah, I can see that.
I see where you're going with that. They never intended that to be a backdoor pilot to a series.
Okay.
That was one of the times it worked. The prior season, it didn't work. They had a really controversial hate it or love it episode. In fact, it was called Love and Monsters. It had the word love in the title. And I didn't care for that one. The season after, season 4, it worked brilliantly. They had a story where the Doctor was in it, and that was one of my all-time favorite Doctor Who episodes. It's called Midnight. The Doctor's on his own on this transport out in the middle of nowhere, and it breaks down, and there's something outside, and they're trying to figure it out, and this entity takes over one of them inside the transport. And it appears that the Doctor is somehow involved with it, and they all turn on him. So he's there by himself.
I remember this episode. Yeah.
That was brilliantly done. That was a great episode.
Yeah.
And the other episode that the Doctor wasn't in that much was also very good. It was called Turn Left, and it featured the companion.
Yes.
She
I
did
remember
brilliant
this
in
one
it.
too. Yeah. It's like it's not Sarah Jane, it's Donna
Noble.
Yeah, she's
Catherine Tate, the actress.
Yeah, she makes a decision and becomes the Doctor's companion, but then timey-wimey stuff, and it happens over again, and she makes a different decision. Yeah, that was,
and then
then
the Doctor dies. Yeah, they're both great stories.
But then after, then I lost BBC America, and I have around, I think it was the second or third episode of Peter Capaldi. He was playing the guitar. I think that's the last thing I can remember of Doctor Who.
Riding in a tank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was kind of ridiculous.
That was the start of season 9. He played the guitar in a number of episodes.
Yeah.
I thought the Sonic sunglasses were kind of stupid too.
The Sonic shades.
Sonic sunglasses.
Ervik, the Weeping Angels were introduced in series 3 of the revival. So that was like 2007. Of course, Doctor Who started in 63. So quite a gap between the two.
Yeah.
I didn't really like Capaldi's run when it was on TV, but then I've kind of gone back and watched some of the episodes. It wasn't terrible, but definitely not my favorite.
There were some really good episodes in Capaldi's run. His best, I think, was called Heaven Sent. And again, the Doctor
stuck in that prison thing forever.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
Yeah, that was terrific.
We're getting to close to 3 hours, so that might be a good time to start wrapping up the stream here.
Are we boring you with the Doctor Who talk, John?
No, you're not. Although I am pretty tired.
All right, John.
So am I.
Let's have to eat lunch at some point.
Thanks for the game, guys. You guys have a good night. Well,
that was a good game, Sin.
Thank everyone for playing and chatting.
Thanks, everybody.
We're back next week at our sorry.
Say again?
Go ahead, Tokyo or Indy. Anybody?
No, I said it's good to see you again, Indy.
Oh, thank you, Tokyo. Good to see you too.
Do you want to plug your channels?
I am still, I'm trying to get time to do my next video, but I've got nothing new on my channel, so.
Yeah, and I've got I'm sorry.
Sub to Indy Tiger.
Yes.
Thank you.
And let's see, on my channel, I've got the Chaotic Town Hall, which airs every Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern and Saturday mornings at 11 a.m. Japan time. And also, me and John have the Gospel Truth every Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern time, Monday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern, Tokyo and Seoul. Come join us. Where this week we're going to be talking about religion in pop culture, with the main focus on the Orvilles, the Krill, and the Klingons. So come join us for some fellowship, God, and awesome pop culture references.
Yeah, I hope to see anybody there who is interested. And we also hope to see you back next week at the same time for Jeopardy.
Indeed.
And we'll have our regular question writer back in the chair.
I just want to say thanks once again for Professor Brainy Specs for providing the questions for this week's show.
It was my pleasure.
That was a lot of fun.
It was lively.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Have a good night, everyone.
Good night. Have a good one.
Good
Bye,
night.
folks.